All right, welcome back to week 4 of Party Conference. We're here. I am Waffle, and I am here with Nova,
Hello?
and we are back at it again with Pod D of Mario Party 7. How are you feeling about? How are you feeling, Nova?
This is really interesting. I mean, it's really coming down to the wire. Like, this is the very last game before the final week begins of the main season. So, it should be a really exciting game. Lots riding on it for these players.
Yeah, I agree. I think it should be exciting indeed. I'm excited to see just a really tense, high-stakes game.
Absolutely.
Let's just go on and roll the intro, shall we?
Yeah.
All right, here are the current standings. Linguini is currently leading everyone with 13 points, followed by Toad and Smackjack. Nova, do you have any thoughts on the leaderboard so far?
I will say it's very worth noting that we have 3 people who, before this game is starting, are currently in the elimination zone. In terms of potentially not making it into the postseason. So there is going to be a little bit of tension there as these players try to vie to get out of that spot. But yeah, overall it's been a very close league thus far. Lots of people in very similar point positions.
Indeed. Froggy is the only one in the safe zone out of the 4 of players playing today. Winata, Rigby, and Snipman. They all, at this point, at the second to last week, they all would like to get, any sort of points to just get them out of that danger zone and increase their chances of, going into the playoffs and just, being able to win.
Yeah, absolutely. All right,
yeah.
Why don't we move along to talk about picks and bans?
All right, let's look at what board do you think Froggy Dojo banned? There's so many options. Well, actually, there aren't that many options.
Pod D, not so many.
Pagoda Peak. This makes sense to me. It's a straight line board. It prioritizes running. There's a lot of just multiple random RNG factors. The price constantly changing and being able to just go from the top to the bottom and the bottom to the top with the snap of your fingers. This makes sense to me.
Yeah, and then Snipman got our board pick this week. And what did Snipman choose? Grand Canal. Now I think this is a very almost obvious pick at this point in the pod, and a lot of the other players seem to think so too. Everyone seemed pretty relieved that even though they were Pod D, they were getting a good board. In that there are so many gimmicky boards in 7 that you assume if you're left with the pick, the last pick, that you're going to be playing a board that it has a lot more going on than Grand Canal has. It's a very nice, simple, classic Mario Party style board, and I think a lot of players in this pod are quite happy about that.
Yeah, honestly, it's a very simple board, no gimmicks. The worst possible thing about it is Bowser time, but our codes make it so that there is no Bowser time, so it's Grand Canal.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, let's take a look at character picks.
Yeah, all right.
Wow. So, Froggy Dojo picked Birdo.
This makes sense. Birdo is Froggy's main for this Mario Party. Winata going with his main.
Oh, yeah.
Piakaha. All right. Rigby up next.
As her name is called in other languages, yes.
Yes.
Rigby has decided to go for Daisy, so we've got both the princesses that are playable in this game on this board. Lots of girl power too, and
Snipman picks not Waluigi this time. Drybones, an MP7 exclusive character. Well, not exclusive. He's also available in 8, but. For once, he gets to pick not Waluigi, and honestly, remember that with our Gecko codes, all of the characters are now evenly matched, so there isn't any advantage to picking Drybones as opposed to Birdo or Peach. So everyone's on even ground. Everyone just gets to pick their favorite characters, and we'll see how this Grand Canal game shakes up.
Yeah, a Grand Canal game with 3 femme fatales and a character who is fataled.
Three femmes and 1 fatale. All right.
All right. And yeah, our match is starting very soon. Also, this event is sponsored by G-Man, sir.
Is
He
it?
has it is. He's made it possible for us to get some nice Discord perks in order to make the streaming experience go a lot more smoothly. So thank you to G-Man,
I actually
sir.
didn't know. All right. Yeah.
No, it's right. It's right there in the crawl. And here we are.
All right. Yep. Go ahead. Go watch this sweet Mario Party 7 game.
Oh, that works.
He's not playing Winata. Oh.
Oh, well.
Pressing the A button.
This happened in our game as well that we just played.
Oh yeah, someone always
yes,
does it.
arm me
All right.
with knowledge.
Start order is Dry Bones, Daisy, Peach, Birdo.
Yeah, and speaking of Arm Me with Knowledge, not too much to say about this board. I think one of the main things, especially with that code turned off, or the code turned on, to make it so that there is no Bowser time.
Oh,
I think
lovely.
the most notable thing about this board is you have that really long stretch on the right side.
Oh
that
yeah.
doesn't have much going on. You don't have many choices to make when you end up on the right side of the board. There are some interesting choices on the left side, though, I will say.
Yeah. Now, the lack of orbs isn't that bad because we replaced Orb Star with Coin Star, but you still don't want to be there because there is still a Running Star, and you want orbs for Running Star.
Absolutely.
Starting off, Snipman with a very safe mushroom pick. Mushrooms are a very great item. You don't want to count them out.
Absolutely. No, I mean, especially on a board like this where, I mean, so... because it's a star hunt board, right? In that there's only one space you're looking to get to. Any amount of movement you can get is going to be useful. And especially with this starting star spawn, I mean, if you look, you literally have to go around the entire board to get back here, including that long stretch on the right side where not much happens. So,
Oh yeah.
You really do want to have ways to power through that.
Ooh, a first turn happening. This is great. It boosts your coin and happening. Very good early,
Alright, Winata, get
early
the start.
happening for Peach.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah,
Right.
definitely can get all the coins.
It's not impossible. I've seen someone get 17.
Oh, thank you. I just wanna give my appreciation to Waffle here for
Why do I
already
have
being
that
on
many
top of the
icons?
tracking.
Oh yeah. Dude, tracking Mario Party 7 is like so hard. There's so
Well,
much.
it's a full-time job. You
Yeah,
have to
at
track
this point,
6
yeah.
different stars at the same time. It is no easy task.
Oh, and
Here,
speaking of, yeah,
I can take the left half if you want to take the right half.
yeah, you can take care of the minigame tracking.
Ooh, picture this.
Yeah. Speaking of stars, it is worth noting, Grand Canal, there is a star cycle for this board. So we'll see if any of the players take advantage of that. Mario Party 7 star cycle is pretty much the same as 6's, but there is like a small quirk about skipping stars. Other than that, though, it's pretty much the same.
Back. Oh wait.
Ooh. Oh, already seeing people getting a little bit itchy
Oh,
on the
what?
trigger finger in this game.
That's crazy.
Oh.
Now,
Dude,
what they're
two
trying to do
cows
is
right
they're
next
trying
to
to
each
match the
What?
picture.
Oh my gosh!
No.
Dude, it was the cow like 3 times in a row. Oh, Birdo's
Yeah,
already in here.
that.
Oh my god.
But normally you're
the
flipping
whole
through like the whole picture book here, so getting these really quick ones in succession is
Oh,
kind of throwing people
there.
for a loop.
We have 2 people at
Oh,
match
go
point. You
on,
want to be
go
at the
on.
very
Yes.
end.
No,
Snipman
Oh,
misses
no.
by 1. Daisy closes it up.
Oh wow, a photo finish. Pun not intended.
More like a picture finish. Get it?
Yeah,
I can't
Yeah,
believe
they're all-
we got
they're all, like,
three
crayon
frames
drawings.
of the
Good
cow.
Yeah, that took me up
That
too.
was funny.
Dude, yeah, getting the cow 3 times in a row, you do not see that every day.
yeah.
Oh, man, that was good.
Apparently this game is sponsored by Moo Moo Meadows.
Honestly, Movement Meta is very great Mario Kart track. I mean, especially in World where you can like trick off of everything. Good
Yeah.
sponsor. All right,
Sure.
chooses not to use his mushroom. Now, because there is no Orb Star, there is no reason to Orb, or there's less reasons to Orb Chain. So, not using a mushroom, usually, like in Vanilla 7, not the best option, but here, you know, better to hold on to it sometimes. Rigby now has a golden mushroom in his inventory. That's a really powerful item. See what he does
Absolutely, yeah.
with it.
It's great to see these movement options coming out early because if we had no movement options, we might not see our first star for half the game.
Oh
So,
yeah. Now, the thing about the first star, you can loop around the board to get it, but it is much faster to get it,
Rolling.
like going to the
lot
bridge
of money.
first. Because it
Yes.
also just helps you reach
Or I
the
can roll
shop.
4 again.
Ooh, he could get another happening. Oh, he get his
yes,
first
that
happening. I
is
mean,
going to be another happening. I mean, a second happening that we see. but-
yes. This is a very good happening space too. You get a lot of coins. The happenings on this board in general are really helpful to land on.
Yeah, they're very
because-
generous.
Yeah, they're generous, and most of them give you a lot of money.
Yeah, 14 coins is nothing to sneeze at. Anything that can get you a mini game's worth of coins or above is very can be very game changing.
Okay, sure.
Right.
Cartwheeled. This might be our first glimpse into how these people are going to be playing against each other. Because remember, we have 3 people who are sort of vying for the chance to make it into playoffs.
Ooh,
And especially, you know, the dynamic that I think we're gonna see come out a lot in this one is Rigby versus Winata, because Rigby 7 is his game.
right.
He said that, but in his pre-game interview, that this is he feels more in his element now than he ever has. But keep in mind, Winata is a seasoned competitive veteran and has been putting practice in.
I suppose going
And they
last
both are in
both
the
my
same
practice
position. I think
games.
they both have the same number of points, so they're both
doing
looking
that.
to get ahead of the other to
That's how
stay
you
in
do
the
it.
game.
You lose the practice games.
Yeah,
you win.
Winata and Rigby are
Well, no,
like
it's more.
both on the cusp
I got the
of
practice being in the
that
rental car both
that
times.
border between like the danger zone and the
This is
non-danger
completely
zone.
order.
So
Oh,
the rivalry between them will be like, could see it unfold. A very intense race.
Absolutely.
Alright. Snipman throwing an orb in front of Daisy, making sure she has very little reason to use that golden mushroom this turn. And a red space, the first red space we see going to Snipman. It is still very early in the game though.
Yeah, remember, red spaces, despite the fact that they are not good to get, just for the fact that they lose you coins, they're actually very important in Mario Party 7 because they could potentially be one of the bonus stars that you get. For those unfamiliar, in a game of 7, you do have a pool of 6 different bonus stars that could come out at the end of the game, of which 3 are randomly chosen. So you're trying to maybe bump up your stats in one of 6 different categories for the hope of potentially getting a star out of it at the end of the game.
Yeah, and when in a close game where everyone's neck and neck, bonus stars can make all the difference. Ooh!
Ooh.
You see Froggy
quite-
went on go from a happening space to a red space. That's great for just being in the running for both of these bonus stars.
Yeah, I mean, wow, had to take a big hit to the coin economy to get that, but that could
Oh,
be
is
worth
this
it.
one?
Bumper crop. So this one, it might not look luck-based,
Yeah, I'll go.
but it is,
I'll go for
because
it.
there
Yeah.
is a random chance that any
Go for the turnip.
crop you
potato
pull
first.
is a dud.
I
Alright.
like to think, my pet theory about this minigame is that it was originally just picking the vegetables, then they were like, this is too boring, you gotta add something to it. So they made it that you sometimes pick
Sorry.
things that aren't actually vegetables, and they're like, this is still too
Nice.
boring.
I don't think that.
So they added these
matters.
shy guys, where
Okay.
if they hold up the X, you can't put anything into the truck, just to add another random layer of weirdness.
Yeah,
And I think at that point they said, you know what, whatever, just ship it.
like the shy guys barely ever make a. I've never seen like the shy guy holding an X. Like, oh, Okay, the stream lagged. Okay, he rolled a 5. Okay.
They are happening.
I don't know if the stream's ever lagging for you, but it does sometimes stutter for me.
I see. It was crystal clear for me, but yeah, that is a happening right there for dry belt. So that
Well, you get to go to the shop again.
we're seeing a lot of the space ones being important here.
Yeah, like already it's only turn 4. 3 people have one happening. So, like, gotta get as many happening as you can on this happening filled board. You know, there aren't too many though. But, ooh. Now that this is another shop, this is great for Shopping Star. All of them are 15. He picks the, in my opinion, the best one.
Could you remind me who won Bumper Crops? I sort of
Peach and
wrapped
Daisy.
up. Thank
Peach and
you.
Daisy
I
won
got
Bumper Crop.
too wrapped up in my hatred for Bumper Crops.
Oh yeah. Honestly, makes sense. Bumper Crop is such a nothing, like, boring idea for a mini game. It's just an RNG game. Ooh, triple shroom. That's a great orb.
I wanted to go up. Okay.
He misinput?
Oh wow.
Ooh. Alright. Well, not the worst
Oh.
misinput on the world. That's still a
I
second happening for Froggy.
Wanted to go up. Whatever.
You know, I mean, honestly, like, this is having 2 happenings. Still, you can't complain about that.
Absolutely. Yeah. Misinput always sucks in this though.
What if we took
Um,
Mario Party 6
Now, I will also say,
made it
now
more
we did
balanced?
see in Cartwheels, despite me taking that time to talk about the sort of Rigby-Winata duel that we might see here, you might notice that Froggy won Cartwheel by a mile, and that's also because Froggy is a very seasoned 7 player. Of course, Froggy doesn't really have too much to prove or to lose at this point. You know, anything is just sort of gravy for him to get into a better position going into post game. So he's gonna have a little bit of a kingmaker position here if he can keep control of the game, and also has that positional lead in the league overall.
Yeah, I mean, Froggy, it's early in the game, so anything can happen, but, like, you know, getting early happenings and reds, it's a good standing to have, and, like, already having a lot of, like, points compared to, like, the other 3, it's very, like, he's in a very good position now. All he needs to do is just, you know, just keep being strong. Alright, so
Absolutely.
when you're at this junction, it usually is always better to go for the shop unless you land on something bad.
Big
Oh,
sale.
a flutter!
Ooh.
So
Wow.
this board, I don't know what it is about this board, but
Oh,
like
man.
you get like
Would
a
you like
lot
your
of
best
flutters
one?
on this board. The super shroom is great too.
Wow.
Honestly, there is no bad purchase here. I'd buy the flutter if I was Snipman though.
I will say, I think this board is going to be the one that benefits the most from the orb expansion code that we have on.
Spots on the board.
Oh, yeah.
Because there really isn't any bad orb on this board in ways there are for the more gimmicky boards. You know, I feel like you can use anything to your advantage on a star hunt board like this.
Absolutely. I mean, the running orbs are still like the best to have, but like, you know, you can't also chance sweep on like the yellow and red orbs, especially like if you put the yellow orbs in places where like you can't avoid them. Like that one right there, you can't just not avoid this area of the board, right?
Yeah. I'm so sorry, Waffle. One last time, I promise I'm going to stop blabbering when the win screen shows up after this. Who won target tag?
I'm pretty sure it was Oh wait, was it Daisy or Peach? Actually,
I thought it was Daisy, so I will put...
I think it's Daisy. I think it was Daisy. Daisy. Okay, yeah, Toad says Daisy. All right. Thank you, Mr. Toad. Thank you, chat.
Yes, I promise I'm going to be more on top of the track and getting too wrapped up in all the other stuff there is to talk about in
Also,
a game
chat,
of 7 like this.
While you're at it, remind me, Peach just
I was
rolled a
gonna go
10,
right in
right?
front of
That
red
was a
space,
10.
I'm really mad.
Chat, if you can't
Yeah.
tell, tracking
Oh,
Mario
I
Party
can't.
7 is hell. It was an 8. Okay, thank you, Toad. Thank you. I know if nobody got me, Chad got me. Alright. Ooh, first mushroom usage, and it's a
Really good.
Wow,
amazing
that is
roll.
that's very good for running star.
Yeah.
Uh,
Running orbs in general are amazing in this game. There is like counterplay with like the amp orbs and like red orbs, but if you just keep that in mind and just chain running orbs repeatedly, you can do a lot, and you can run circles around the competition.
Oh, absolutely.
All right, I believe does he reach the star? So. This junction, I believe these spaces are... It's the same amount of space. It's roughly the same amount of spaces both ways. Oh no,
It's a little bit
left,
shorter to go through the shop.
Yeah, the left is one space shorter than up.
what you got for me?
Which also gives you the
Sale?
opportunity for
I like the
shopping,
sale.
which can be very nice. Oh, and taking up the opportunity.
All right. He has a golden trim in his inventory. He's looking very good on running orbs. Does not go in the direction of the star.
Yeah, we're foregoing the star to double down on our bonus star potential, which early on in the game might be a good play.
Oh,
Oh,
he's on the path anyways. Oh,
yeah,
all
never
right.
punished.
You know what? That was an amazing turn for Froggy. He has dude.
Woohoo!
He was in minigame win range to get that star, and he gets coin up bop. This is
This
the
is
spelled
single.
raw. I'll stop
for,
for
for
1
Froggy.
Yeah.
Also,
This
but I
is-
would say here,
Okay, give me the A.
well, unfortunately, Win isn't the one player in this, but Win,
We got the lead, though.
Win's very proud of his, Winata is very proud of his reaction time. So,
Yeah.
we should be seeing a decent payout for the 3 here, even though it is favored to the 1.
Yeah, unfortunately, this is just the single best game to be the one on in this game. It is so much easier to just input 5 buttons than it is to react. You see Froggy going so much faster than the team of 3.
Yeah, because there's that slow animation of opening the slot for the 3, so it's you're kind of capped at how much you can get. Whereas the 1 player, I mean, if you just know how to fly through those button combos, you're gonna go way ahead.
Yeah.
One
Mr. Toad
coin.
is right. It's not a full
This Ryan's
minigame
kinda
losses
far away
worth of
still.
coin difference, but just getting a bunch of coins, just getting showered in
Yeah.
coins, especially
And
since
That was 12 for the team of 3 and 15 or 18 was it for
it was 21. It was 21. for
21?
Virgil.
My gosh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like even if you're the 1 and you have no coins, you get 21, and and then you're suddenly able to just buy a star.
Actually, I
Ooh,
will.
okay. Does he find a coin in the orb? He doesn't. He has to
Ah.
hope for doubles at this point.
Yeah.
9. Ooh,
Oh,
you know what? Good
that almost
attempt. Good
looked like
attempt.
it,
I
too.
saw what the play was. I think patience would have been better at that point because there's still plenty of turns left. So I think holding onto the mushroom probably would have been better. But running
Yeah.
orbs, you got increasing your running star to get more orbs. You see the vision. I see the vision.
Yeah, and I mean it's also I agree with your comment about patience here because I mean I've said
Oh
it
my
before
God,
about this
there.
board, but it really is one of the
Hello.
defining features of it for me. You have all of your choices early on the left side of this board, and then you're kind of routed into a pathway for a little bit if you're not careful. So you kind of want to be staying on that left side of the board until you have
Yeah.
the opportunity to make some moves, because you have all the opportunity to go toward those moves if you're on the left side.
Absolutely. And Froggy. Oh. So, okay, this allows Rigby to snipe the star from Froggy. Now, they're both going to be in that no
Well, there
orb
was
hell
one team
zone for a while. Although having a super shroom and in Froggy's case just a lot of mushrooms in general is really helpful to have in your inventory if you're just stuck in that no orb hell zone. It helps you get stuck for
Absolutely.
less turns.
For sure.
Okay. Now, does he? Oh, he chooses not to go for the star. Yeah, no one just wants to be stuck in that area on the board for multiple turns.
Yeah, that it really is such a pace killer for
Oh
your
my
game.
god.
Oh, God.
Ooh, a $20 flutter.
Wow.
And when you can get a flutter for 20 instead, it's
Yeah,
about just as good.
yeah. Not only was that a flutter, it's a $20 flutter, which is like really good for a shopping star.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That's the weird thing about 7. It has comeback mechanics, but like the shopping comeback mechanic, you know, like lower shop prices for 4th and 3rd. Is that really a good thing? Sometimes it's not. Ooh, okay. You have a P-plant. At the very least, like, landing on a P-plant is terrible, but like, it's only 12 coins, right? It could have been worse if you had more.
Absolutely. No, we might see some real pain with that later on in the game, but
Big roll.
Ooh, okay, he's swimming. Okay, at this point, like, this is amazing for Froggy in terms of running star. If he just spams,
Absolutely.
like, literally everything in his inventory, like, I might not even have to track running.
yeah,
think-
no,
I think Froggy
Froggy
just
might
gets
have both running star locked, and he's got a pretty
Right, I
good
like
vice
that.
grip on happening star right now too. So
Yeah. I mean, happening in red is always up in the air right now, but he has 3 happenings already, so he's up by 2.
Contagious is
And
there.
he only has
gonna
1
say,
red, but it's a
yeah.
Popped
tie.
up before.
Cointagious. All right, I gotta I gotta lock in to track this. That's the
Alright.
most interesting thing that's gonna
Time out
happen
these threes real
here
quick.
is tracking this.
Who's gonna get the
Alright.
Very boring mini game, unfortunately.
I mean, hey, people love their RNG minigames, except when there's no stakes and boring concept.
Yeah. No, I will also say, you know, if I'm because I will say in our pregame interviews, Snipman
Oh.
mentioned
Oh,
that
my God.
It's fine.
he feels a little under practiced, but he doesn't seem to be
think a minigame
feel
is it.
too pressured about it,
Yeah.
right?
Take a cooler mini.
However, Winata and Rigby both seem to be feeling the heat. So I think if I'm Winata and Rigby here and I see what's happening with Froggy thus far, I'm starting to get a little worried because
Oh, where are you gonna
if
throw your
Froggy
booze?
takes first place, that means that the maximum that
That's
either of them can get is
somewhere.
2 points.
Everyone's just
Right.
slinging poo
Um,
everywhere.
And they're-
And
they both
that's
have
not
3
going to get you out of the
points.
danger zone.
Yeah, they'd be tied with the person in 5
And
points who is like at the border of the
Yeah, I'll
danger
get some
zone.
coins out of
So
that.
you really want to win to get even more.
Yeah,
Seven,
one of them
around
would
that,
love
one,
to
two,
get
three.
first here, so they might need to be making some
Uh,
moves here. And again, I mean, because not only does Froggy have running and happening
Smash
locked
price.
down right
Big
now, at least for the
sale.
moment.
That's a
Oh,
big
I mean, again,
sale.
just having
Yeah,
that
well,
much
I'm
movement
not-
is so good on a
I'm
board
not
like
passing
this.
that up.
Dead.
Another flutter in
Yeah.
someone's inventory. So he has a
Not
pink
giving
boo
away
and
these
a
guys.
flutter. Where he put his first pink boo, like it's a really good place to put your pink boo because you cannot avoid like where he just put it down. You have to cross that eventually. You can't just avoid it forever.
Yeah.
So
No, I think we're gonna see some absolute like swings happening at the and another piranha plant too. We're gonna see
Oh,
some swings
piranha
toward the end of the
paying
game.
off.
Yeah,
Maybe not
this is
even
a-
the end of the game
this
because
is a
this is gonna
great-
be pretty huge.
Thank goodness.
that was a great space for a piranha too because it's also an unavoidable space. Like you have
Yeah.
to you have to risk like landing on it at some point.
Yeah, no, these boardwalk spaces are really gonna be spell trouble
Okay,
for
does he go for the happening or the
these
shop?
people.
He has 1 happening right now. If he goes for the happening, it's 2. And he has something. Oh, he goes for the shop. All right. I personally
I might have
probably
gone
would
for the happening there just because you get that
Okay, yeah,
extra
pink was right
coinage
there.
with it too.
Yeah,
It's a good purchase.
but hey, a pink boo. I mean, we were just talking about how like there are great places to put a pink boo on this board. That's and like he could just throw it.
Yeah. No,
Like,
that
all
I
of
don't
those
think that was
places.
necessarily
Right
the
now.
wrong play. I just think, you know, I think either option there has an argument for making
yeah,
it.
you are.
Oh, he
my
landed
God,
on it!
yeah.
He landed on the pink boo!
Oh.
That's crazy! Dude!
Wow.
Stepping in
Dude.
Tribo shit.
Out of everything
Oh,
he
you can
could've
hear there's you can hear some hurt feelings in the
out of the millions
in the
and
players'
millions of
chat
possible
right now.
combinations that roll could have been, it was the pink boo. Okay, not the
Yeah.
millions of combinations, but like there were like 20 different numbers you could have rolled.
See, this is what I get for saying that these might come back to bite them in the end. They're getting bitten early instead.
I haven't played
Alright, at
Code.
least Froggy still has a very good lead on
Oh,
running
yeah,
and a
Code,
very
yeah.
good
Does it
lead
make it
on
faster?
happening,
Yeah,
and he's
it's
currently
faster.
tied for
You
red
have
right
more save
now.
time.
Yeah,
Oh,
and I will
okay.
say, like,
I
in
don't
terms
know
of
if I
that
played with that
happening
either,
thing, if
Interesting.
if Peach had gone for that second happening, I mean, it would be a second happening, in which case you're only one behind from tying, and you both get the star in that case. So that you know,
Oh, yeah.
Froggy's not.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
So
Maybe it's a little
there
much,
is
I
a
don't know.
code that we sped up the stage. We
my
sped up the
God.
stage. I think all three of them were like caught off guard by how
Oh,
sped
yeah.
up it was.
I think that was
It's a little
exactly what
fast.
happened there. That's a clippable moment if I've ever seen
Birdo
one.
turned on the nitro. Oh my god.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, you can't fix this.
Yeah.
Were we the
You
first
know
pod
what?
to
That,
get
that was
game?
great.
I saw it I saw it earlier this week.
Alright, ooh, Big Ten.
Big Ten.
Simon, even though he hasn't used that many like running orbs, he's still getting beefy rolls. So, well, Froggy does have more running orbs in his inventory. Snip is actually currently not that far behind running right now. And a red space will put him in the current lead for Red Star.
Yep, and he's 2 spaces away from that star now.
Yeah. Now, Daisy. So there's like. Dude, there's so many flutters in play though. Like, anyone can just warp to a star whenever they want.
This is true.
Well, it's coming
Oh,
deadly over there.
Another great place for a Piranha, and that's 2 P plants in a row. Like, that
They get
is
right-
incredibly scary. And ooh, if he puts the pink, oh, this is another good place for a pink boo.
Classic spot.
And
That
you
have
wanna
to
avoid-
consider, right? The nature of this board is that you always go back down to that bottom left area. Always.
Yeah,
So they really are putting these all in places where you just won't be able to avoid them.
yeah.
Out of here.
Just very well considered trap areas. As what I mean, like yellow traps, you can avoid them, but you also like you can never guarantee not landing on one, right? Or, like,
Absolutely.
yeah. Another pink boo
Wow,
in play.
this is the. Again, I would chalk at least a little bit of this up to that orb expansion code. We're not exactly sure exactly how it affects the probabilities of items, but it certainly has seemed to have caused some more chaotic games
Yeah.
item-wise, and
Dude,
this
we've
is no
got-
exception.
We've got pea plants, we've got flutters, we've got pink boos, like all of like the big swinging orbs that can just alter the game at a moment's notice. Just all in play right now. It is, it's amazing.
Absolutely. All right, cardinal rule. Now this one is a little bit RNG based, but
Yeah,
Oh, come
if
on.
you
Oh,
coordinate with your teammate well enough.
yeah. Speaking of RNG, they left team just got the better
that's
spawns
bad.
there.
Should have seen that
Well,
one.
the
Yeah.
princes will even it up. There are things
Nice.
you can do to like
Alright,
work
please,
around
please.
getting
Also
a
my
bad
bad.
route, but it is very much
come back,
dependent
they
on
come back.
spawns. Oh!
Oh,
Let's go.
wow,
Let's
right
go.
up from under them. This is gonna come down to
Yeah.
the wire, folks.
You can jump, like if someone's under you,
Uh-huh.
if
Let's
you're
go,
under
dude.
someone,
Nice
you can
job.
jump
Let's
to
come
like mess up their ground pound.
Yeah,
That's what
that's
Froggy
just
did.
what we saw there. That was
You must use
quite
your head as a
the
shield.
underdog victory there. I mean, maybe not underdog, but still a comeback from having only winning only one, and then winning those last 2 in a row.
Alright. This is a great, literally, dude. Even if he rolls a 1, it like it's DK, right? It could be
Okey-dokey.
like a single player, although in first it's unlikely. I think you just roll, like at least put something down. Okay, this is not a great place for a pink boo.
No.
Because most people want to avoid this area. I say if you put anything down, just put a hammer bro, just for the sake of like,
Yeah.
yeah. Like,
And
there's
then maybe
no warp stuff.
I would say
Yeah.
maybe put the pink boo or the hammer bro back toward that right junction, because there's still a chance at that point. Then if you have that pink boo down on the right junction, that you force someone to not go that way, because they wouldn't want to lose a star, and so then you force them down the longer path.
Yeah.
That could be a play.
All right. I wouldn't have put that Pinku there, but I would
Yeah.
have probably just waited to just be near the bottom again. But you know,
But
like,
there could be a sneaky play there, and ooh,
Yeah.
okay, he
landing
could,
on a duel while in first is never what you
Yeah,
want to
this
see in
isn't
Mario
great.
Party 7.
he could lose both of his stars. By the way, Linguini brought in chat asks. I once again asking who got the minigame star. So the current minigame standings: Froggy has minigame star right now with 63. Rigby has 52, so he's in second for minigame and could get it. Winata has 34 and Snipman has 32, so they're a lot more farther behind.
Oh,
But
dang.
it is only turn 9.
Really
so
don't feel like a duel right now, but
yeah. This is the thing about duels. It's chance time in disguise. He could give his 2 stars to any of these players if he like.
It's
Yeah,
true.
it's
That's
really
a great
forced
way
for
of
me,
phrasing it
so
in Mario
I don't-
Party 7. It is
let's
chance
just get it
time in
over with.
disguise.
Yeah.
You might
Choose a
give something to
pistachio.
someone else, but you don't really know what.
Yeah. Honestly, if you're in first and you
severe
land on a
issues.
dual space, picking second is probably the least riskiest. Because if fourth place beats you, that they have very good odds of getting a star.
Absolutely, yeah. The prizes on offer to steal from someone else change based on what relative positions each player is in. So exactly, the fourth rolling on first will get a much better prize selection than say first rolling on fourth. So
Alright. Both tragic fall off by Snipman. Campio Kiki, this
that might be it.
Yeah.
That
Like you do
looks
have
like
to
a
be
bit.
really careful about the perspective, so Winata could fall off, but two!
Oh, that seals it.
Yeah, 2
honestly.
fall offs. Honestly, yeah. I don't think there's any hard platforming after this section. Winata can just
No,
take the
I mean,
slow.
yeah, and
safe
Winata's
route
going
both
to take the
times.
slow path just to ensure it.
Yeah. Alright. Now, I said this was a great turn for Snipman, but that was before he landed on the duel. He could literally lose both of his stars, or at least one of his
See
stars.
what happens.
Let's see. Oh, dude, it's on there. It's on there. 10 coins?
Okay.
Alright.
Wow.
Alright.
Not
Honestly,
that bad.
yeah, it could have been worse. It could have been worse for Snipman.
It could
He
have been way
keeps
worse.
both of his stars. Honestly, great. Like, if I'm Snipman, I'm like breathing a sigh of relief. Like, oh, thank God.
Absolutely.
Oh my god.
Look at all of those traps in a row. Oh my goodness. I can't even remember which ones are like piranha plants and which ones are pink boos, but all of them likely not something you want to land on. Let's see.
Yeah, and we're not even halfway through the game.
Yeah. I wonder if one of them had a possible star spawn, because there is a star spawn in the bottom right that could overwrite one of them. But, like, that's still like a lot of traps in a
What happens if I
row.
land a pink boo without any stars again?
It steals coins.
Just coins.
Yeah.
Ooh, 2 special orbs.
Ooh,
And those are both
Juan-
pretty good.
You want a
Yeah, these
character
are
orb or a
both
worse
great.
character orb?
Juan's one of the best character orbs if you want running, but Flower Orb is also
let
great if
you
you're
ignore
like low on
traps.
coins. Yeah. And yeah, you ignore traps with both of them actually.
Yeah.
Both solid options.
Alright.
Whoa.
I believe
Well, there goes all the rest of
Yeah.
Daisy's money.
Last time I landed on Pingu was 15 coins. Let's see, is this 15 or 20?
Oh my
Oh yeah,
gosh.
it's 6. It's all of him. All of his wallet.
Yeah, takes quite a bit.
Alright. Rigby is now double bageled, but it's like, he has that flutter in his inventory. You can't count him out just yet.
Yeah, and I mean, having that flower orb is really nice here too.
Yeah, literally all it takes is one good roll with that flower orb, and he just already has enough to use that flutter. Alright. What's the Banana? I believe Banana's going to go for the happening? Or like a happening? Alright, a 10. That's great for running.
Leave my
Yep.
soul
And it also gets the star.
Again.
Take that.
Alright, so there's not, I believe if I'm tracking this right, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 possible star spawns left.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
you're tracking
was-
star spawns on top of all of
Yeah,
this.
go that
Gosh.
way.
Yeah. The reason I'm tracking star spawns is because this game does have a star cycle. So if any of the players are tracking it, they can't take advantage. Oh my god. Okay, is
These
that?
bridges, man, always become
Yeah, these
meaningful.
bridges are absolutely
Without
loaded
Bowser
with
time.
traps. Oh my god. With no Bowser time, you're just free to put anything you want on them. And it's another happening. Okay, so this is his
Yeah, that-
fourth happening.
That was
Oh!
pretty
How convenient, bro.
Wow!
Thank you, Daisy, for losing all your money.
Oh.
That is an amazing.
That's.
The
That's
gods
fucked
of
up.
luck
That was
have just
hilarious.
smiled upon Froggy Dojo in that one instance, just
Those
launching
warps
him
have been real
directly to
nice.
star.
Yeah.
All game.
They've been loving it.
Oh my god. Dude,
Dang.
Froggy has been getting a really lucky game.
He was amazing.
Like, not only is he a strong player, but
So
like,
good.
he's just showering in just good luck and good moments right now. Alright, all four players neck and neck for... Oh, there goes Snipman.
Yeah, the last 10 seconds of track and yield are the make or break.
Yeah. And Win was able to
Ooh.
jump over both of them.
Clean for win.
Yeah, very clean for Win. Like, when it's that fast, it's like a lot harder than it looks. Like,
Absolutely.
yeah. Sometimes you just have to jump over two fences at once, and Win was able to do that.
Well,
Alright,
stop
so
me from buying that.
so he could... Honestly, there is a very
Could
good
use,
reason to
I
flutter.
might use the flutter
You know
here.
Yeah,
what?
'cause-
Great idea.
Yeah.
Like,
Kinda
yeah,
have to.
honestly.
I don't even
very
know if
good
buying stars is worth it.
With all the
Really,
pink
these
booths, yeah, I don't know. It's kind of risky.
That is true. Okay, so you can just not land on the pink booths, right? But like, you know,
Yeah.
when you don't have running orbs, very hard to do that.
Yeah, no, that is the thing. So he's grabbing this star with no running orbs and is now going into that
Yeah,
absolute lineup over there.
and this side of the board that he's on, it does not provide like I don't think it
Wow.
provides any orbs actually. So there's okay. So a lot of the traps on the
I wanna
bottom
double my
are
double.
his. So there
That's a good point.
is like less for him to watch out for.
Oh, where were all these high rolls in our Neon Heights game, Waffle?
Oh, what did? Oh shoot. Okay, what did Rigby just roll? A 10.
That was a 10,
Oh,
yeah.
well.
Yeah.
That's
Good place
And
to
a
be.
half.
And then
Mark off.
I believe did Drybugs just roll a 3?
go to the hell zone.
I think
Yeah,
it was a
it's a
3
pretty
according
bad
to like my map.
Stop.
My God, look at that!
That is something to behold.
Oh my gosh, yeah. So he has a flower and a flutter. He can't. Oh wait, no. Oh right, okay. Yeah. Honestly, ooh. Okay, that's his
Depending
own
on your
space.
own space. Or a chance to get another orb to maybe go past some of this stuff.
I think you go. Oh, okay, he goes right.
Yeah,
honestly
and he's getting a
probably- Okay.
oh,
okay.
a triple, well, excuse me, not a triple mushroom, a super
Yeah,
shroom.
Just
is
buy
very
the
good.
triple. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I think that was a good play by Winata there. A little risky if you don't end up getting movement options, but even then you're still increasing shopping
Well,
star if you get anything there. So
I have no orbs coming up for me for a while. Yeah. That one.
Honestly, if you're Froggy, like you just don't like hold on to your running orbs because you might really need them like later in the
Right.
hell zone.
absolutely, and you can
Honestly,
hear
I don't
him
mind taking my
debating
time
whether or
here.
not he wanted to use that triple shroom because that lasts for 3 turns, and unfortunately, what that means in this Mario Party is that you can't use any other character orbs or movement-based orbs at
Yeah.
all. So you're kind of locking yourself in for a few turns.
Yeah, that's the big risk with the triple mushrooms. It's great for running star, but it also does limit your strategy by a lot. So, even though it is like arguably the best character orb, there are downsides to it.
Ooh, Win
Oh,
is doing
ooh.
excellently.
Froggy,
Yeah,
let's go
Fro-
A too early.
You could see very early on too. There, Froggy was taking some very wonky lines. I feel like Froggy's kind of panicking here a little bit.
Again.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a win-win.
Yeah. No one was even contesting him for that. I mean, that was just clean.
That was pretty good.
Thank you. Oh my gosh.
Alright, so we are exactly halfway through the game right now. So looking at the standings here, Snipman has the most stars. In terms of bonus stars, Froggy currently is in the lead for minigame. Froggy currently has happening. Snip has red. Froggy in the lead for running. Peach and Daisy both in the lead for shopping. And
Wow.
Coinstar is Snipman.
Snipman.
Yeah, so this is looking very good for both Snipman and Froggy, especially Snipman, who has lots of stars, but also like in the running for lots of bonus stars.
Hey.
So this might be Snipman's lucky break.
I would start to be getting a little nervous here if I'm Rigby.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's just
Now,
But
single
hey,
player, if this is a star,
that
it's
could be
very
great.
good. Yeah.
Rigby
having-
needs to make a little bit of headway here.
Wow.
Ooh,
Well,
okay,
30
30
coins
coins.
is still good when
That's
you've
a
got
pretty
very
big
little coins to work with.
Yeah. I mean, it's Flutter money, right? Like, he has the Flutter.
Absolutely, yeah. He
You
needs
don't
to
have
get
RNG
something
when
with
you
that
get that.
flutter, and I mean,
Finally.
and also, I mean, granted, he's pretty close on minigame as well. Minigame is very close between both everyone except Snipman right now. Essentially, they're all within 10 coins of it, approximately. So, it's still anyone's game in that regard. So, if Rigby is able to sort of, you know, get some good luck and some skill in the upcoming mini games, that might help as well.
Yeah.
Boost
Yeah.
his coin economy and boost
Provide
a
barrels.
bonus star in his favor.
Avoid every single trap now.
Oh, Cable makes a good point. 30 coins is better than a star with all the
Husky,
pink goes ahead. That is actually so true. I didn't
That's
think
a
about
great
that.
point. Yeah,
Yeah.
because then you only lose 20 coins instead of giving it to someone else rather than giving them a full star.
Yeah. Yeah, a star also would have given him like no money to flutter and avoid the pink booze in the first place. So yeah, maybe 30 coins was a better option. Maybe it was a blessing in disguise.
Yeah, and also pointing out in the chat what Kibble mentioned is that it's the
my
gentleman
gosh.
has
Oh
been
my
going strong in this. Wow, 28.
28?
Right.
Dude.
Okay, with
Well,
that
you're
single,
certainly getting out of Death Alley with that.
So with that single roll, he ties up running. Although Frog, I won't count on Win getting running yet because Froggy still has a lot in his inventory. But that is basically the star. Like,
Yeah. Oh, except for that.
yeah, that okay. Well, he still reaches it. I mean, he still has more than enough to reach
Six
it.
up. Yeah.
Yeah. So it only did.
That must have been what he
delay
was
a little.
what he was mathing out in that moment.
Yeah. Honestly, like that is an amazing. You don't see a 28 every day. Ooh, okay, so he's about to spend 20, so he can't buy the pink. He has to buy the metal mushroom if he wants to buy something. I'd say buy the metal just to boost your shopping.
I
'Cause-
definitely buy the medal if you're not gonna buy the boo, but I'm even wondering if you do buy the boo here, it puts you in the lead for shopping. Oh, or just don't buy anything at all. Okay.
Yeah. So I don't know if any other players are tracking shopping, so I don't know if Win knows that he's like currently tied for shopping right now. But I mean, you know, having the security of like having 10 coins, you know, I can see that. Just hanging on to your money.
The problem is, what is that he's going to? Oh no, he's passing right by it
Oh.
and getting a happening out of it. So.
Okay, if I knew I was landing on this happening, I definitely would have bought the metal mushroom.
Yeah.
Now, oh, okay, here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. He has a green orb, but this does put him in the route, like, right before all of those traps.
Yeah.
So,
I'd be interested to hear his reasoning for playing this turn how he did.
yeah. Maybe he just wasn't aware. Maybe he just wasn't aware he was landing on this space because, you know, like, the shops in this game, you can't view the map, like, while you're in the shop. So, But like, you can view the map before it, and it's really interesting. All right, Spinner Cell. This is another one where we have a code that buffs the one's chances of winning this. But in my opinion, it's not that. It's not. It's still a very uphill battle to win this as the one. Like, you have to be really good to win this, even with this code.
Yeah, this is an incredibly difficult minigame to win against skilled players, even with that code on.
Yeah, we're 10 seconds in. No one has died yet, but Froggy has. Oh, two for the price of one.
Gosh, and
Suddenly
as I
this
say
is
that,
doable.
Win might prove us wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, Rigby's.
Rigby's trapped. Rigby got out. Oh my God, he's still
come on.
cornered. He's still cornered.
Oh my
dude.
gosh.
Oh,
this
but
is,
he's got. Oh.
this,
Oh
my gosh.
Okay.
That is.
Some close calls.
Spinner Cell is never that interesting.
That's
That is the
gotta
most-
be the most the most insane game of Spinner Cell that's ever existed. It's gotta be the only insane game of Spinner Cell that's ever existed, actually.
Yeah, see, I feel like maybe I'm reading a little bit too much into it, but I'm a little worried that Rigby is having a little bit of trouble with the pressure of being in this position against Win right now.
Oh, wow.
This is Rigby's game, but I think Winata. Sorry if I keep calling him Win. I mean Winata. Winata is.
tease.
Winata is really seasoned at this, so I think there might be a little bit of
Fine, that's fine.
lack of confidence. Maybe not lack of confidence, but like just being newer to this environment has to be a challenge coming into this. And that might be psyching Rigby out a little bit.
Even with all these, like, even if this is your best Mario Party, right? It's still Mario Party, right? Like, sometimes you just get terrible luck, even in your strongest games, and,
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, alright. We got, not a star on the line, but the coin equivalent of the star on the line for this DK minigame. So, and hey, DK got really unlucky. It's very nice. Dude, Snipman is doing really well here, and, like, honestly, I'm honestly happy, like, to see that someone who has just been having bad luck for, like, so many weeks is, like, now in a really strong position for this game.
Yeah, I mean, Snipman is the only person with 0 points currently in the league. And so again, I feel like Snipman has come into this game, at least in the vibe he gave in his pre-game interview, saying, I feel a little under-practiced, gave the vibe of like he's just here to play, and so I think that might be helping in a sense where he doesn't feel as much of the pressure to hold on to a lead or anything.
Okay.
And I think he might be the dark horse of this match. As it currently
absolutely.
stands.
Oh, he doesn't use a flutter. All right, I respect it. Very ballsy. And he skips all of it. Yeah, I was very curious to see, like, would he use a flutter specifically to avoid all of that? He doesn't have a star to lose, though. So that's probably a big factor in that decision.
Yeah. Now let's see. Winata does have movement. Movement being just getting out of here with the flutter.
Flutter right now just to stop Daisy from buying the orb.
Oh, and this is a little risky. Yeah, putting down another trap so that there's more opportunity.
Oh, maybe he didn't.
Oh, that's gonna
land
be landing on something.
Okay. Honestly,
not
considering
as
what
bad as
is
it could have
down
been
here,
for
yeah, that's the best thing he could have landed on. The best trap he could have landed on, at least.
Absolutely.
Alright. And Froggy, just save your mushrooms for when you're really... Yeah, I think Froggy, if you're Froggy, you just use all those mushrooms next turn.
Alright.
Just skip past all of that.
Gosh.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Spray anything misses?
Spray anything. This is another one that, or one of the few I would say actually in this that I feel it's very balanced between the 3 and the 1 if everyone is equally matched.
Yeah, it's balanced, but it is pretty stressful for the one who has to avoid... The bullets aren't very fast, but there are 3 of them, and the arena is not that big.
Yeah.
3 can stun each other if they're not careful, and you have Birdo getting stunned twice by her teammates.
Ooh, Winata is doing a great job of dodging these at the last second, which is often kind of what you want to do in this mini game. See what path will open up for you.
Yeah. 3 seconds left.
Ooh, that was so
Dude!
close.
Wow.
That-
When
dude!
Winata is suddenly on a streak. That is 4 mini games in a row that Winata's
Oh my
won, including 2
God!
mini games as the one, which is famously kind of difficult in 7. There aren't many one-favored mini games.
Dude, he was so close to dying at the end.
Absolutely.
That was
No,
insane.
that was some
Thank goodness for the big
great
rolls
level
this game.
dodging, some great reflexes. I mean, hey, Winata told us in his pregame interview that he's sort of the king of reaction games, right?
you could've
And
read some.
you could consider that a reaction game to some degree. I mean, we
Yeah.
saw his reaction time come in handy there.
Just like you see you're going towards a bullet, and you're like, oh shoot.
Well, that is the first breaking of gentlemen's that we've seen thus
Ooh.
far.
Yeah.
For those who aren't aware, we use the term gentleman's here to describe the sort of unspoken rule that if someone's placed an orb on a space, you don't cover that up. You let them have it. Because it is possible to cover up people's orbs with your own orbs.
Speaking of covering up people's faces,
Honestly, okay with that.
that was a pink boo, I believe. He
Yeah,
covered
and
the
now
pink
it
boo.
looks like all bets
You
are off.
wanna land
now.
on that?
Oh my
Come
god,
on,
dude!
bro.
That okay. Okay, dude, he dodged a massive bullet there.
Absolutely.
Oh my goodness.
Yo. Alright.
And the best part about that taser, it blocks Froggy
Get
from
me outta here.
potentially sniping the star.
Ooh, 9 is
this
not
is
gonna
blow
get
out.
him directly out of there.
You're outta here,
Beaster, who knows, actually. But
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh, God.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, no.
Dude, there's flutters.
I'm
If this
sorry.
is an orb
What are you
shuffle,
gonna do to us?
oh,
That
coin
sucks.
flop. Okay. Everyone's close in coins.
You know what? Okay.
So, this isn't the worst thing in the world.
He's bad.
However, Froggy, this does give Froggy's coin star to Rigby.
Yeah.
Stuck over here again.
Yeah, coin star very up in the air. Oh yeah. Coin star is very up in the air right now. Everyone's in range to take it.
Alright, Bubble Brawl. Now this one is this I think is going to be more of a case of seeing who's trying to get who out, because I mean this minigame it feels a little unfair at a certain point. It's not the most interesting fighting minigame, but at the start here to see who gets ganged up on can be very telling of where
Ooh,
people
Froggy's
feel
out
they are.
immediately. I think that's a good play because he has a lot of bonus stars. I think you also get win out because he has a minigame.
Ah.
Ooh!
And thus topples wins Winata's streak thus far of getting all of those minigame
Yeah.
victories. Maybe this is a turnaround for Rigby.
Yeah. Honestly, that was a great minigame for both Snipman and Rigby. Just get like the two scariest people out immediately. And then
Absolutely.
Rigby just sneakily coming in from behind and winning it all.
And
Winning the
Watch out,
minigame.
whoever comes here first.
And of course, I talked up Winata's crazy streak for these past 4 turns, but he was coming from a position of not really having much in the way of
my
minigame
God.
stars. This is actually still incredibly close. We've got 74 for
There's some
Winata.
stuff.
We've got 63 for Froggy Dojo and
That is
62
spendy.
for Rigby. So they're all
Hmm.
very close in terms of minigame star. That's just the difference between 1 or 2 minigames.
So if Snipman buys either of the 30 coin orbs, he could instantly just take Shopping Star right now. And literally any purchase like gives him Shopping Star. The 20 coin orb ties him for Shopping Star.
I think this will be better for me right
All right.
All right,
Buys a 20.
he's making it a 3-way tie for
Yeah.
right now.
If I was Snipman, I'd probably okay. I don't know if Snipman's tracking
Yeah.
the Shopping Star. I probably would have bought the Flutter,
Well,
but I mean,
like your
you
options
can't
are
go
pretty
wrong with a golden mushroom. Do not
I
land on the
actually
duel. Do not land on the
honestly-
duel. You have 3 stars to lose.
Yeah.
2 shop
oh my
visits?
gosh.
Oh, 2
Wow.
shop visits in
We're
1
alright, we're
turn?
gonna
That's
do this,
okay.
alright.
Alright,
Snipman single-handedly
I
takes
can't
Shopping
resist.
Star anyways. 20
Yeah.
points ahead.
I don't think I've ever. I really wonder if the code is partially affecting this because I have never seen this many pink boots in my life.
Yeah, we're just swimming in. This is great because he just lost a pink boo on the board. Just gets another one.
Wow.
Alright, ooh, wait, this is great for Rigby. If no one snipes you, this could be 2 stars in a row. Oh, did he almost land on a pink boo? Like, I've forgotten what a lot of these traps are. He's still not using that flutter. Honestly, if I was Winata, I'd probably use that flutter just to stop Daisy from even though Daisy's behind, you don't want anyone to, like, catch up to you. Yeah, Froggy's not in range to snipe it.
Oh, okay.
Same spot.
The trees are hot spot.
Yeah, again, we come back to this question. Do you want to kind of get out of that, I'm calling it Death Alley from now on. You've heard of Death Alley, now get ready for Death Alley. That does get you out of Death Alley faster by going down, but of course you get the lovely shopping opportunity over here.
Yeah. And this shopping star, this does bring Winata, this ties shopping for Winata.
boy.
So both
Awesome.
Snipman and Winata have
I think I'm hitting something.
shopping star right now. Ooh, is he hitting something? Oh, he
Alright.
barely avoids everything! Ooh, that was close. Like one space off. Okay, Poke Pummel.
Poke Pummel. See, no one has talked about being a masher in this lobby.
I don't know the mashing
Oh.
prowess of everyone in here to know if I need to try or not.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
bad
like,
match.
Froggy already saying he's not sure about people's mashing skills either. Doesn't know if he needs to try or not.
alright.
I think this is one where you try. I don't think anyone is a particularly solid masher.
Oh,
here.
Wynn's in the lead, but Snipman. Oh, it's
Ooh.
winner Snipman. Wynn takes it.
Wynn
That
does
was
take it.
very
That was close
between
though.
the both of them. Yeah.
And I will say just for those in the audience, I mean, if you are a very seasoned masher, you get about 3 seconds on that. So we are in a lobby of
I do not like my
Those who
odds
are
of
not
winning this game.
quite as min-maxed on mashing as other people are.
But they are
I'm
even
the only person who hasn't gotten a flutter.
Absolutely,
if
no,
we
that
see-
was a
So rough.
very close one.
If we see Winging It and Winata and Snip are on different teams,
I've only been to a shop
it's
once.
very hard to call the winner before it happens.
Absolutely, yeah, because that's a team masher.
Even
you're
that, you guys
combining
are
your
getting
mashing totals.
flutters off the ground.
I got a
Alright,
two something
what do you do if you're Snip?
Yeah.
I honestly, do you populate the bottom with even more pink boos? Oh, well, you can't this turn. Yeah, I'd say Super Shroom was the best
I'll take
play.
a couple coins.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Orb.
Just to get out of here while you still
Yeah.
can.
Plus, there's always more spaces on the board you can populate with big boos. Alright, 19.
Clear that.
You know, he actually is in the running for Running Star. Especially that 19 is going to help. Although, Birdo might, with all the running orbs Birdo has, I think Froggy's probably going to hang on to it.
Chilling.
But, like, you can't count out Snip and Win.
Take a little peek.
Alright. $5 buy. I mean, it's not much, but it does put him the lead in Shopping Star. Tony was right there! I'm sorry, Toaddy was right there. Ooh, you can't ignore that fireball either. Alright. This is great for Rigby. 2 stars,
Yeah.
and he still has enough flutter money. So, very likely going to end on 3 stars, plus a potential bonus star, depending on how things go. He currently has Coinstar right now.
Yes,
Just
his
returning-
Coinstar,
no,
and
it's there.
also,
Okay,
I mean,
yeah.
we're starting to close in a little bit on minigame star, so it's looking a little less likely because it is now. He'd have to win 3 minigames over Winata to surpass Winata because he's 22 coins away from Winata. But that's not to say it's impossible. I mean, anything can happen.
Yeah.
13 is a little
13.
under what you want to roll for something like that, but still gets you out of Death Alley.
You normally can't spawn on this
Yeah.
board.
And it contests Running Star too. Flutter waiting game's been interesting. I agree. Like, lots of people hang on to their Flutter just because that, like, you don't want to lose a star to Pink Boo, like, after you buy something.
Exactly. That I think is the big thing we've been hearing people say a little bit. I do have them turned down a bit just so that don't have too much noise going on all at once. But yeah, the players have talked a little bit about that, right? Where like
Yeah.
you don't always want to buy a star in these scenarios because if you hard commit to the wrong pathway, you're in for quite a time.
All right, Froggy rolling a very good roll on these. Yeah,
All right.
keeps his lead on the running star. Oh, where's the normal star again? I think
believe
it's like
toward
right
the
next to the
right.
right. Yeah, it's near the right shop. So I don't think anyone else is near it. So it could just be near the star.
Yeah, and again, this is one of those things where it's like how much do those players really want to go over there? You want to have some sort of game plan when going for that star because you put yourself right into the line of fire with all those pink boos.
Alright, Kibble asks.
Oh,
Oh, hold
thank
on.
you,
Let me see
game.
what Froggy
Wizard
buys.
water.
Ooh!
I-
Alright.
Complain and you shall receive.
Yeah, honestly, that's great for Froggy.
It's the lay
Alright,
of
running
the
star
land.
totals right now. Froggy
Do I
has
actually
138.
now?
Winata has 120. Snitman has 114, and then Rigby has 84.
Yeah,
So Froggy still has running star, and he has a lot in his inventory. But Win and Snip could catch up. It's hard for them, but they could catch up. Alright, Ghost in the Hall,
Also,
a
this-
luck-based one.
Mm.
Dun, 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 dun,
A very fun luck-based one, though, I will say. Like, if you have to make a luck-based one, I think you make something like Ghost in the Hall.
I love Luigi's
Yeah.
Mansion.
Honestly, like, great theming. Let's see who's the
I don't-
luckiest in terms of
I don't-
pathfinding. I think going up when you can increases your chance of getting the exit faster.
Absolutely. I mean, the
yeah.
exit is always going to be the farthest up. So,
Yeah. Froggy almost went right. And speaking of
That's
going
so
up,
crazy.
that's
Here,
the,
straight away.
the exact
Wow.
strategy Froggy employed.
I knew someone was.
Yeah.
I
that does put Froggy closer to minigame. So that's the thing.
I
Winata
twitched at one point. I thought it
is
was over.
possibly banking on getting that minigame star.
Oh, last four.
Yeah,
But-
so
already.
was me. Last
Who knows how easy or how difficult it is going to be to keep that. It might come down to the wire here.
I'd like something nice.
Yeah. Oh, if he's
You, I like that.
Alright.
Just chill
It's
out,
not a very
chill out.
interesting last 5 turns event.
A good option.
No.
Most fun.
Alright. So you're seeing all 4 of... I honestly think, like, even though we're, like, very close to the end,
14.
still pretty neck and neck, especially with the bonus stars, like, they're pretty split.
It's there. Okay.
Linguini says, what are the minigame coins now going into the last 5? Nova, do you want to say the
Yes.
minigame totals?
Absolutely. Yeah, so what we've got going on right now is Winata has 84. Then we have Froggy Dojo with 73. Then we have Rigby with 62. And then Snipman has 32. So there's 11 coins between each person
Double
first,
eight.
second, third. So it's not impossible for any one of
kinda
those
needed that,
3
actually.
to win it.
Yeah, that does
It
sound
is
hard
just
for me.
closing in on them a little bit. Also, nice
okay.
doubles there.
Yeah,
for
that
Snipman.
was extreme luck from Snapman right there. Not only does he roll doubles, but
Unfortunately,
also
yeah,
like enough for the.
Are you
It
sure?
gave him enough for the
Yes, it
star.
gave him
and
enough
to
for that
reach the
star.
star
So awesome.
in one turn.
There could be a pink boo in there.
Dude, this is an amazingly lucky like game for
he-
Snitman.
You miss
Is he
100% of
landing
the shots you
on
don't
that
That's
peach
true.
space
take. Oh
though?
god.
Is he?
Oh.
Oh wait, there is another star right in front of him. Honestly, might be a good reason
Oh, my
to
bad.
flutter.
Well,
Oh,
gonna-
like-
that was a red space as
You
well.
need a
I haven't seen
coin
very many
game or
red
battle or
spaces in this game, but he still has red stars.
Flutter Wars activate.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. At this point, like Drivelin's about to
I'm
get
surprised you
another
want to flutter
star.
into this mess.
Yeah, that's the
I mean,
downside. He
if I
flutters
don't
into the
don't
traps.
think me the rest of the game to get hacked there.
That's true. Like, do you wait for Drivos to buy the star, or do you just like flutter the star and just hope you don't land on anything?
It's less of a mess now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
clear.
It's really
It's
certainly a
space level
gamble.
for me.
and I will say as well, right? This game so far just goes to show how much anything can happen in Mario
I just
Party.
need to
Because
get
I know I was
two
maybe
or
it's
four.
commentator's curse as well. I was talking up Froggy Dojo having some of these bonus stars on lock and really being in a good position to have you know, a good star lead. And yeah, at this point, a lot of that has dried up for Froggy. He still has those bonus stars as options. Particularly the Happening Star is the biggest one, and he's also in range of Coin Star, so he is not out of the running for those yet. And he also currently has Running Star, so he does have a lot of bonus star options, but he's lost all of his like actual star in hand
Oh,
Yeah, that is true.
command that he had at the beginning of the game.
The bonus stars that Froggy has, it might not be enough, and like with luck-based bonus stars, like the bonus stars he has might not even show up too.
Exactly. And again,
Yeah.
and just because everyone's been outpacing, he lost that star, and then everyone's been outpacing him on grabbing more, that it just might not be enough to catch up at the end of the day.
Yeah, it is great news for all three of these players though, who just need all the points they can get.
Absolutely.
Right. Ooh, more shopping for Peach, and ooh, dude, I think, okay, I'd buy the more expensive ones just to increase your shopping lead, but like, you still have that Flutter, and Flutter, it's good to have in your inventory, but keep in mind, Koopa Kid can't take Flutters away, so.
It's true.
Alright.
I will say, Death Alley's looking a little bit less death-like now, but
Oh, yeah,
you're
they've
still a
covered
little
up a lot
worried
of
if you're
those
coming
spaces.
past here.
Yeah.
Because I don't think every pink boo has been taken off of that path yet.
Yeah, I believe there are a few pink booths on the left
Really?
side too,
There are.
so.
Or at least there were. Again, there's been so many traps laid that it's a little bit hard to keep track of them all. But I do.
Well, he can
think-
land on one of them if he goes right. I don't see why he'd have any reason to. Ooh, happening?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
the happening to secure that lead. Plus, this is probably going to get him Coin Star right now. I mean, I think that's
Yeah.
absolutely the play.
So right now, Froggy, even though he has low on stars, he does have half of the bonus stars, which is great. But we're running out of turns here, and you do need stars on top of bonus stars, right? So.
Absolutely. But he's got
Does he have
those movement options,
Yeah.
so
Does he have a
You
flutter on his inventory, or is it all movement?
I do think one of them might be Flutter. In which case, perfect time to pop it now that he's got the Coin Star.
Yeah.
Because with those Koopa Kid spaces still on the board, you don't want to risk a swap.
Alright,
Like
Dribbles,
swap.
we got this.
Alright, you ready?
Get it.
I don't think we've seen very much of Koopa Kid today, actually. I think
Gotta go
he's
down
just
or
in bad places, but I mean,
I'll
anyone
go
can still land on
down.
Koopa
I'll
Kid.
go down.
Okay.
Alright, ooh. Princesses ahead of the left team by a little. And
yeah,
that...
no, It's looking like Snip is having some trouble not getting stuck on those walls.
Yeah. They're just a lot more efficient. And they did the little rotation at the beginning.
Ooh.
Oh, but it's a lot
Oh,
more
it's-
neck and neck now.
It's now neck and neck. I don't know what happened there. Oh, this is.
Yeah. The Princesses still maintaining a lead.
Oh, that was a pretty big time loss
But
from
Froggy
Snipman
and
there.
Drybones.
And
oh,
Froggy
okay.
too. Oh,
Ooh,
Oh.
They nearly caught up though.
Very
They
that was
nearly
so
caught up.
close.
That was very
Back and
close.
forth.
The win still hangs on to his minigame star, and there's only 4 turns left to take it, so it's like if as long as Wing just stays consistent with his minigames, like just a few more minigame ones could just secure it for him. Snipman, he can't avoid. There's not that many traps he can land on now, but like. There's still things you have to be careful of. You could repopulate that area with
Would
more
you
pink
like a
boos.
Sparky?
Oh, he's all right. Yeah, covering that. I can't even remember if that was a pink boo, but
Yeah. Hopefully they've been keeping more track than we have. I mean, they have
Yeah.
more of a vested interest too.
I mean, like, yeah, with all those traps all in a row, it was like, even though it's crazy, not many people landed on them, but they still had like a big impact on the game because like. You just don't want to be there in the first place. Alright,
Hammer
6.
with
I
eyes.
think if you're Daisy, I think you just. What is that trap?
What?
Okay.
Oh, that.
Ooh, no shop visit for Daisy.
Oh, well.
Oh, well.
Where is the. Oh!
Ew, look at though.
Honestly, like, Cubicade can't do that much to you if you're Daisy.
Oh wait, no, stop.
Yeah.
I just see the graphics right in front of me.
Oh.
Whoa.
Bunin.
Okay, I
Oh,
thought that
boy.
was the stream lagging, but it's the
Nada.
game freezing.
It's coming back.
That's like,
Okay,
Oh,
there we
that
go.
was scary.
Good, good. That
Tiny
was
little
that was you can hear everyone
Tiny
breathe a
little
sigh of
300
relief
big
in
swing.
Yeah,
in the player chat.
yeah. To be fair, this wasn't that eventful of a turn, but like any crash, I think you get penalized for just any game crash. So very, very
Oh, big
relieving.
roll. I know
there.
you got it in you.
Okay, I think if you're Winata, I think you flutter just to make sure Rigby doesn't get the star. Because honestly, ending with 4 stars and minigame star, I think flutter is the play, but we'll see what Winata does. Alright, covers. Honestly, yeah, Death Alley. It was scary. Now it's just covered with normal traps.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we just have every incentive to just cover every single terrifying space. Ooh, wait, the
That is
amp!
gonna be
wait, he gets
a
somebody
little
back,
bit of
he
a
gets
shame
the-
for one. He can win it back if he does go for that happening, but he might not be as incentivized to. Huh? Well, hey, there we go.
Okay. Yeah. Dude, I think that was very lucky that he landed on that happening. I think if I, knowing that's an amp orb, I probably would have just fluttered there. But he still probably has the money to flutter again as long as he gets 10 coins. As long as he gets 10 coins. I can't tell how many he's gotten.
That was about 10.
Oh, it's 9!
Ah,
Oh, okay. So there's
Pressure's on
3
to win that
turns left.
minigame.
Yeah, he needs a minigame. I'd say a minigame win is the best thing because you could just land on a blue space to get the money, but if you land on a red space for just a trap,
Yeah.
that'd be
Gosh,
a
if
lot
you're
harder.
Froggy here, do you flutter?
Second
At
orb
this
if
moment.
Okay. Yeah, I think mushrooms
going
probably
for that
because he
dead-
could snipe the star and then flutter somewhere else to get 2 stars total.
Yes, absolutely. That's
Yeah.
definitely the play.
oh my
God.
gosh.
Oh,
Another
dude,
double.
we had
Wow.
this exact roll a turn ago.
Eight is just the
God,
number
yeah.
of it.
Yeah, double 8s 2 times, 4 8s today. That's crazy.
This has also been a very high movement
Snipe.
game, I have to say.
Yeah.
8 left? Huh.
We'd love to see a snipe. And that's a red space too? He's not... I don't think he can get
He's
red
not
star
good.
at this... Well, he's 1 behind on red star,
Okay.
so...
Yeah, that's what 4th place needs.
That's,
He could at least tie it up, but it's not likely for him to get red.
Yeah.
And ooh, the star spawn is still in the hell zone, so... I mean...
Also, if I'm Froggy, I'm very happy with my Coinstar lead here as well. 90 coins is
No
very
doubt.
significant.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's... Oh, wait, so people might
Well,
beat
actually,
it with
pyramid
this pyramid
this
scheme.
pyramid
You got all
scheme
the
could
coin
be
games.
huge
He-
depending
he
if there's a
certainly
big
did.
swing in pyramid scheme. If one team gets both bags, this could be huge. Basically, you need Winata to not
See, will it favor the
get
right
the
side as
bag here.
usual?
for
Also,
there to
this
be a
is-
little bit more of a contest.
Regardless of how this goes, this is great for Winata because this guarantees he has flutter money. So,
True. Yeah, that's a great point.
yeah. All you needed was 1 coin. Alright, let's see. Where's the bag?
Where is that
Where's
bag
it gonna
coming?
fall? Oh, it's on the right! Oh, they got the
Oh,
better
wow.
spawn for
we
it.
swap sides. No.
Oh!
Oh.
Oh, alright,
okay.
alright. It's even up.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
that was a pretty
Yeah, that's okay.
even-ish pyramid scheme. It could have gone a little bit better for Snipman and Rigby, but you take that.
Yeah. And yeah, Kibble says it's great for Win if he just wants to insta-pop flutter. There is only 3 turns left, so
Just really
if you're
coming
gonna
down to
flutter,
it.
you might as well do it now.
Yeah, this is looking like Winata's minigame star. Again, assuming for those who may be less familiar, again, remember that only 3 of the 6 bonus stars we're tracking will actually come up. So even when we say, oh, they have this star, it doesn't actually mean they're going to get a star off of it.
Baby. Why not?
Repopulating that area with a pink brew, by the way. I don't think anyone's gonna land on it, but I mean, if someone flutters with that star, maybe.
Yeah. It's always a risk. Again, I think this is such a high star count game thus far. I do think you want to get an extra star or 2 before the game is over here.
Yeah.
And again, we really do have like the full gamut of people. I think everyone has at least 1 bonus star they could get at this point. So you really don't know how secure your lead is, because someone could just end up getting the right bonus star, and the bonus star that you have doesn't come up, and then you're out of a lead over someone else.
Here's the thing, though. If we're tracking everything right, there is one person who currently doesn't have any bonus star, and that's Rigby. So
yeah,
he does still have 3 stars. So, but like
right, he did lose that coin star. That was the main thing he had going for him up until that point.
Yeah,
and he is really far behind in almost everything.
Yeah, I mean, he has a happening, but it's impossible for him to get happening at this point.
Hey.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's also not really a spot you want to be in right now. With a fireball, everyone's going to be moving away from that area, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. And also, you're still in an area with a few not so nice traps. So.
All right, if Win gets this, he might. If the,
8 is the number.
16. Okay, that's the average roll.
A lot of 8s this game.
Depending on what Froggy rolls, Win might actually take running if I've been tracking it correctly. I mean, with running stars,
dude,
he gets another flutter.
Wow.
Okay, yeah, dude, get that star. Oh my god.
Yeah, with a flutter, at this point, you can nope out of this area as soon as you want.
This went from neck and neck to being like a win game very quickly. Suddenly. He has 2 flutters in his inventory. He has 2 turns left. He can just use them both, like use 1 flutter, and then if you somehow get enough coins, use the other flutter. Like,
this is it's to the point where if there's a team mini game, I might. 428. You might want to purposefully stop Winata from winning.
Alright, a 10. So Froggy and Win are now out of running orbs, but Froggy still has running star. If he rolls poorly and Win rolls well, Win can take running star. Because right now Froggy has 176, Win has 167. So
now I'm a full believer. I'm a full believer that Snow Ride is a very like practice heavy minigame. You have to kind of find your flow with it. So this might be Winata favored, because I feel like Winata seems to be the person who has been talking up how much practice he's done.
Oh yeah. Although we see right now it's neck and neck.
Ooh,
Daisy does make
Rigby was in the lead for just a second, but then got caught on a gate pretty bad there.
Yeah. Oh.
But now, between Winata and Snipman, that was unfortunate.
Oh, was that Froggy? I think that's Froggy.
Was it?
That's
oh my gosh, I wasn't even looking at Froggy. Wow, what?
Yeah, they were like neck and neck. The stream lagged for me, so I couldn't exactly tell like how close it was, but yeah, Froggy took it at the very end.
So this is actually incredibly interesting because Froggy. So for people keeping track at home, Winata's minigame stars right now is 109. Froggy Dojo's is 102. Rigby's is 91. Unfortunately, Snipman has 47, so he's not much in the way. It's almost you'd have to get. Yeah, there's basically it's mathematically impossible for Snipman to get minigame star here. But between those three, it is still possible for Rigby, but it's incredibly difficult to get it over Winata right now. It could be impossible if he gets paired on a team with Winata at any point.
Okay.
But for Froggy, if Froggy Dojo wins two mini games. One mini game and Winata doesn't win anything, or two if he's on a team with Winata for one of them. Either way, he's in a prime position to overtake Winata here.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh,
maybe
cat
if there's a
interference.
magic,
Kitty.
I get it. You want to leave?
I could get it.
Come here.
Okay. Yeah. So this is
Hero
interesting.
takes
Decision.
This puts Snipman at one behind Happy.
Hero
Oh,
equals
that's
hero.
right before
Hero
the
equals
star.
Ooh.
Wind's just gonna
Something.
flutter to it.
Oh God.
Oh.
Ooh, well, I don't know if he can reach anyone.
I don't know if he reaches anyone here.
Yeah. Honestly, visit the shop. There might be a flutter. If there's a flutter,
What's
it
your
could be
interest?
the crutch he needs.
Oh, there's greens.
Oh, he
nope,
doesn't buy
nothing.
anything? Oh, right, because he's fireballed. Okay.
Yeah, that's a shame.
Bonus star update.
The double
So
flutter.
okay, right now,
Right
right
why
now,
do you have
minigame is
two?
neck and neck, as aforementioned, between Win, Daisy, and Froggy. Coinstar is Froggy with 90,
I really
Happening
wanted
Star
to
is
shop this
Froggy,
turn.
but Snipman is one behind Happening Star. Red Star is Snipman. Running Star is Froggy, but it's close between him and Win. And then Shopping Star is Win, but Snipman has 20 behind on Shopping Star. But this is, well, actually,
And the only other
Shopping Star
person
is Win guaranteed.
the only other person in contention for Red Star is Froggy Dojo as well. He's got 2 to Snipman's 3. Everyone else has 0.
Yeah. So the space bonus stars are like, they're both second places, one behind. What did Win just roll there?
Oh, that was
I don't remember.
I think that was
either.
that
These are-
has to be like a 4 or something
I think
close to
that's
that.
a 4. I'm looking at the board right now. It's a 4.
1, 2, yes, yep.
Yeah, because
that's
he fluttered to it. Yeah, and right on that. Alright, more no gentlemen's.
Probably a safer bet. It was Piranha.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, Piranha would have been
Oh.
bet. Ooh, wait.
Oh.
I'm okay
So,
with that.
not a great running, but happening. That lock's happening up. Froggy Dojo has happening guaranteed, and Winata has shopping guaranteed. Because no
Yeah.
one can visit the shop now. So, those two are the only guarantees. Every other bonus star could be. Red Star, Sandman has Red Star, but it could be tied. Everything else is up in the air.
If Froggy makes
Can
some
we,
moves in these
we
next
BRB
2
really
mini
quick?
games, and
Oh,
also
BRB?
maybe gets a
Okay.
red on the final turn, he could really be in the running to almost guaranteed get a bonus star,
Yeah,
because he would have 4 bonus stars to his name at that point. He'd have red. He'd be tied at least for red. He'd have running. He would have minigame, and he would have coin
yeah.
and happening. Actually, I'm sorry, that's 5. That'd be a guaranteed 2 bonus stars.
Yeah, I mean, having happening guaranteed is great, but like, he's in the running for all of them. He might not get all of them, but at least like get something, right? Like, well, Coinstar, it's 104. I don't think anyone's close to Coinstar actually. I think Coinstar's pretty safe bet.
Did you hear? Did someone call? Has someone called for
Oh
like
yeah,
a
yeah.
brief time?
Froggy said BRB.
Gotcha. All right.
Alright, I'm good.
Just
Yeah.
wanted to make sure that everything was going okay on our
we're good.
players' end.
Yep.
Now,
Let's go.
see,
Yeah,
Take Me
ready
Home.
to
This
go.
is a mini game that
Okay.
theoretically all 4 people could win pretty easily. However, I really think if I'm Froggy or if I'm Rigby here, I try to grief Winata.
Yeah,
at
you
this
can
stage
jump
of the
on
game.
people, and we'll see if anyone goes for it. No one's really going for it right now. They're all just playing normally. The risk of jumping on someone is getting out yourself by landing on an electrical current.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Oh,
Oh, Froggy's!
Ooh,
oh,
wow.
Froggy's out! Oh,
Oh.
okay, that could be good. It could be good for Winata if he lives. I'd say, like, if you're Rigby, try to grief Winata. Try to grief Winata, because if he gets this minigame win, I believe that's minigame. Is that minigame
Yeah.
locked?
sucks.
That
Yeah.
it's not necessarily locked in the case that we get. I mean, I think what you would need to get at this point is like a coin op bop with Froggy as the
Last
one
turn.
for that to happen.
Ooh.
Otherwise, it is locked down for Winata at this point.
Oh, and taking home, that was Peach, Daisy, and Dry Bones winning, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that
okay.
is incredibly unfortunate for
I'm
Froggy
pretty sure
there.
that was like a magic Koopa.
Yeah.
Oh,
Very,
yeah.
very low chance of Winata losing that
Hey,
mini
oh,
game.
you know
You know
what?
what? You know
I'll
what?
take it.
You know what?
Oh,
Decision.
15 coins from landing on your own space. Not a bad way to end
Calculated.
out the game. Certainly are worse ways with all the traps down there.
Yeah, that's a Winata W right there.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Winata can actually cash in on a 6-star. I didn't even think about that. He has a flutter money for a 6-star, so bonus stars might not even matter for him. Because he has 6 stars plus a possible minigame star. And he has shopping too. So it's like a 1/3 chance of getting a star at the end of this. Potentially 2 if you're lucky.
My only hope is that Winata lands on your Peekaboo.
I hope that
I don't
too.
think is Winata in range of a Pinku right now? I don't know which
I think
traps are
he
like
is.
what.
There is
Yeah, I was going to kill you in that minigame.
Snipman has one, I
and
think,
then I got
still,
lag
right here.
spikes
The one that we
instead.
said was a bad place for him to put it.
Oh.
Which,
Sorry.
again, this would be really funny. It would be a great Mario Party moment. It's
Yeah,
if
that's how it
if
goes.
Winata rolls a 2 here,
I was thinking about you
that's
too,
Mario
I was
Party
like,
for you. But we'll see.
Froggy just said he was going to grief Winata, but then the lag spike killed him. That is
Ah.
tragic.
Some coins
That's
for the
tragic.
road.
Alright. This doesn't matter for Happening Star, and I don't think it matters in the long run. I think Win just wins, right?
Yeah, I
anyone's
think
gonna-
we're at the point where
Yeah.
where Winata absolutely clinches first. It's more of a question of who gets second.
Yeah, second's a lot closer with the bonus stars. Because Snip has a lot of stars and like red star. Froggy doesn't have that many. Is this a second star?
Alright.
Yes, this will be a second star.
Yeah. And
But he's
he
still
has-
got running and coin and happening locked down.
Yeah, so he is in range to get second. He can get first. He cannot get first. But second, there
no
is
way,
a
but-
possibility of getting second.
Second is a distinct possibility.
Yeah.
Let me turn right.
Of course, unfortunately, because it's so much is riding on
That's
those
fine.
bonus stars, that fourth is a distinct possibility
okay.
as well. Yeah,
Oh,
and
wait, okay.
he can't tie the red star.
If
And
I'm
that ties
tracking,
running with win.
yeah, if I'm I mean,
Wow.
so
Any battles.
I'm not like it is possible
Yeah.
I made a mistake with running
interesting.
tracking, but if I didn't make a mistake, both Win and Froggy have running star at 178. We'll see if there's like if the margin of error, like if I made an error or
Yeah.
not. But
And also, I mean, there's been so much
Can hope
going
my
on this
bonus
game
stars
that
show up.
my minigame star tracking could be off as well. Let's also consider,
yeah,
you know, because it has been a very close minigame star. So if I made even one mistake, could change who actually wins.
although
that.
Froggy was trying to grief Winata, so I think Winata probably has it.
Oh, that's
So,
the
okay.
wrong piece. That's the
Oh,
wrong
wrong
piece.
piece.
Winata Rigby. But hey, it didn't matter. They still got it.
Yeah, so looking at the final bonus stars, because Winata cannot lose minigame. So Winata has minigame, Froggy has coin, Froggy has happening,
Come back.
Snipman has red star,
puff up
Froggy and Winata both have running, unless I mistracked, and then Winata has shopping.
Okay.
Ooh, it's neck and neck
So-
again.
Winata's likely to win, Froggy has most of the bonus stars, Snipman has one bonus star though, and that could be the difference.
The reverse sweep.
Oh, the
That is
comeback
down.
Wow,
Stars.
that was a great
Nice.
comeback there
Alright,
for
I'm pretty sure Winata
for
has
Froggy
minigame,
and
shopping, and running.
Snipman. Now see,
I think you
again,
were running.
Yeah.
perhaps if I
I
tracked
might.
this slightly
I don't know, those two
incorrectly,
ones at the end, I think, killed
maybe
me. I
minigame
have
star
coin,
goes to
happening, and
Froggy,
red.
but
Tied red
to
and
Froggy
Dry
Dojo,
Bones.
but
Hmm.
near positive Winata has that
Right.
in the bag.
Alright, let's see.
This is where it gets
Nice.
decided.
Oh, alright.
What
So,
stars come up?
let's see what happens.
So
I don't
Snip
know
has
if-
5,
Second.
Froggy has 2, Rigby has 3, right?
Oh, okay.
Minigame
Alright, this one
happening
is
and
going
running.
to Winata. This
Okay.
seals it for Winata.
Assuming you
Yes,
don't have
which I
running.
mean, it was
I
already
think you were
sealed for
running. I lost,
Yeah.
I lost track
But
of
Yeah.
happening
at the end.
is going to
Alright.
go
Or
to
this is
Froggy,
Froggy,
and then running
yeah.
will also go to Froggy. So Froggy might clinch
Yeah,
second
you
here
got
if
a
I'm
lot.
You
getting
got
my
four.
math right, because he has the
Yeah,
most points.
Does he have more stars than
Running?
Snitman?
Third if I get
I didn't really
this.
pay attention.
He's gonna have
Okay.
four now
Is
because
this tied?
he's
Is this
tied
tied?
running.
Two.
I tracked it right!
Top
I tracked it
Okay.
right!
Tracked that correctly.
Yeah.
Props to
Dude,
you,
Dude, I
Walker.
tracked that
Incredible,
correctly! Oh my
incredible
god, it
tracking.
is
I know.
tied! Okay.
So that is a sneaky second place for Froggy Dojo there, because again he has the most coins, and I believe he and Snip are tied for stars.
Yeah.
Good job, Winata.
Honestly, this is a great game for Winata. It takes him out of the danger zone. And
Absolutely.
it's a great game for Froggy too, getting the 2 points, keeping him in the safe zone. Snipman, at least he gets a point.
I'm
Wow.
surprised we
Wow.
tied running.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, what a game. Honestly, like, this was very neck and neck until the very end where Win pulled ahead, but like, this was tense from beginning to end, honestly.
Absolutely. No, you could not tell. There were no early. I mean, even the person who I was painting as an early leader, Froggy Dojo. I mean, you know, like Winata just sort of swept that toward the end.
Yeah. Yeah, it's 178 tied. Yeah, I
Yeah,
tried
I was
to
able
correct.
to
Oh
kill
my God.
Winata, and yeah, whatever. I'll talk about it later.
Yeah, that takes
Yeah,
me
no, this, y'all, this is gonna be a fun game to interview you about. What a game!
Would Froggy,
Yeah.
if Froggy was able to grief Winata, would he have won? I don't know if he was in range to win.
I don't
wouldn't
think he
have
would have
won.
won at that point.
No.
Okay.
I would have secured second even more, but
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you secured second as is, so
yeah.
it all works out.
I secured
Yeah, I'm ready to go to intermission. And we are back with our interviews for today's game. Here we are with Rigby. I guess just starting off, how are you feeling right now?
That not much really went my way after like turn 5, but I got like 3 stars. It's good enough, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess.
A very, very high star count game overall. Lots of money being pumped in. Like, yeah.
Orbs weren't the best. Like my orb pickups weren't the best either. My shops are okay, but every orb pickup I got was like 3-star. I mean, I could have
Yeah.
used like a pink boo or like any movement at all because my movement was not. I did not move very far either.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And other people, I mean, there was so much movement going on around you. Yeah, it's just unfortunate.
Froggy was averaging like a 15 per turn, and I was here with like 2. It was
Yeah.
rough.
Yeah, and I mean, Grand Canal's such a big board too that
Yeah.
really does hurt you.
Yeah, it's definitely
Unfortunate.
a map where like having good movement really like helps, especially with like 2 shops. You can easily like kind of chain them around, like take a loop, get a lot more shops and stuff. Prepare yourself.
Oh yeah.
I was kind of sitting on a fireball for like half a game, and every single time I wanted to use it, a player landed on my space and not in front of me, so I just couldn't pop it at all.
Yeah. And fireballs also prevent you from using using green orbs, so that's like it is unfortunate to just be locked into fireballs and not getting anything for like 3 turns straight.
And I was
Yeah.
sitting on my flutter because I was waiting for the star spawn to be like towards the top so I could buy it, then flutter out. So I didn't want to like put my
Yeah.
fireball and wait for that situation to resolve.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that seemed to be the strat a lot of people were using in this game as well. Is like, yeah, to get away from that death alley of trap spaces, having a flutter as like an escape button was
Yeah.
was useful.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna say one specific question I wanted to ask. That Spinner Cell game. I want to know what was going on in your head as that was going on, because you were the last one holding on for like a good 10 or 15 seconds, and against all odds too. You were getting stunned left and right. What was going on in your head at that time?
Started with scary, then popping off because I was avoiding the stun. I was getting stunned and getting out. Then scared again because I got stunned. Then excited because I got out, and then I just eventually got hit.
Yeah.
Roller coaster of emotions.
Yeah,
you,
you have
put
like
up
5
such a good
seconds
show
left.
with that.
Yeah.
though. Yeah.
That's like the only intense game of Spinner Cell that's ever existed, by the way.
Yeah.
I believe it.
There is one question I want to ask. So, I believe if I'm remembering correctly, I don't know if you remember this, but there was a moment where you were on the path to the star, but you were on the bottom right, so there's just like a bunch of like terrifying traps like right in front of you. You had a flutter in your inventory. So it's the case of do you use a flutter or do you just roll? I believe you chose to roll. I don't know if this was your like another player had this. If this is another player I'm thinking of. Do you remember that turn or?
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
in my position, I think I did take risks because I think the start spawn was like right on top of the shop, and like I could reach it there on my own. So I went to like keep my flutter for that. And in terms of the traps that was left over, because I know one of the pink blues was already covered up, the star took out way another trap. So there's 3 traps left, one of which being mine. So I had like a 2 out of 10 to like things go wrong. So I just rolled the dice.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, when you like really like weigh it down, it was smart because you ended up reaching the star if I remember correctly and just buying it and then fluttering. So it was a very good decision. I was just wondering, like, like what was like going through your head, like amidst all of that, and like I think that's a very good thought process.
Now, I would also like to ask, just sort of like looking ahead. Do you have more comments about this specific game, Waffle, before I sort of zoom us out a little bit?
Erase
I guess
that goes from the hall from your memory, and everything will be okay. I just went the wrong way on accident. I mean, on like the far right side, so
Okay.
I just turned off on the instinct of wait, no, this is not.
if it makes
Froggy
you feel
had
any
a
better,
straight shot
Yeah.
throughout.
Froggy literally went up the whole time and
Me
won.
too. I was
So-
also my 6th shot. It was literally 50-50, and I just went the wrong way.
Ah.
I just walked away from the
Oh.
edge.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, all right. I believe one other question I have is, I believe you were in the running for Minigame Star for like a very long time, up until like Take Me Home, where you were. I believe you were 2 minigames away from. Oh, like you needed 2 minigames over win to win. I don't know if you've been tracking the Minigame Star, but I guess
I
like
haven't like 100%
Yeah.
been tracking it, but I've been kind of like keeping like a mental note. I knew I was like kind of in the running, and I was kind of banking on like minigame star, but everybody else had flutters at the end, and I didn't, so I couldn't really keep up with the high star count.
Yeah. All right. So I guess because your only way of getting minigame star would have been to grief win in Take Me Home.
Yeah.
So now that you know that, do you think would you have like played that game differently had you known that, or did you just want to like just play it safe?
I don't know, like I kind of played it safe because every time I tried to grief, I just die. I'm not a super good griefer. I just kind
That's
of
fair.
rely on my own skill to just do it and win. So it might have actually ended completely wrong for me. But in the position I was in, I probably should have, because like I had nothing else to lose at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It might have at least
fair.
secured me 3rd if I got the minigame star. I'm pretty sure.
Potentially,
So actually,
yeah.
It would have actually probably helped a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I believe that's all the questions I have for Rigby. So,
Yeah,
Nova, yeah.
My last question then is sort of zooming out. I mean, we have one more week left, and now we see the leaderboard solidified going into the final match of the season. And now you are in a place where it will be very difficult to get into playoffs, but it is not impossible. How do you feel about Mario Party 8? Like, what's your kind of what's your headspace going into Mario Party 8?
I haven't. It has been so long since I played it. It's one of the ones I'm not confident in or experienced. And my game is on Thursday, so I have a few days to practice.
Yeah, actually, we're playing in that game together.
Oh, we are,
Um,
yeah.
Yeah. No, and so it's also going to be an interesting game because you do have, if I'm remembering how this works correctly, yeah, you do have the pick for that, and I understand if you don't want to tip your hand too much, but if you want to, do you have any things that you would like to share about what you're thinking in terms of board picks, like boards you like versus that you don't like? What would you be happy to see?
I don't know what the boards are, so I'm going to have to find that out first.
Fair enough. Yeah, it is also worth noting that you're playing when you're playing with me, you're also playing with Thriven and Wildebomb. Wildebomb is unfortunately at this point looks like he's locked out of getting into the playoffs, but Thriven has 2 points over you, and then of course I have a few extra points on top of that, but still, like, all three of us have the potential to move around, so that will hopefully be a very interesting game.
Yeah, at this point I really have nothing to lose, so I will take any risk I deem necessary.
That's fair. I mean, I think that's the way you gotta play.
Yeah. I'd
Alright.
say best of luck, and yeah, like whatever
Yeah,
happens.
sorry.
Like
Sorry
it's
that Mario
Party.
Party 7 did the Mario Party 7
Yeah.
on ya, but
Yeah,
you played a commendable game even despite
Yeah.
having some bad luck on the board there.
Yeah, I'd say everyone played a really good game today. Like that was a really fun game to watch.
Absolutely.
All right, Rigby, do you have any final thoughts before we move on to the next person?
No, but that's it for me. Thanks for commentating. Fun.
Thank
Alright.
you for having us. It was a very
Thank
fun
you,
game to
yeah.
watch. Thanks for making it interesting.
I try my best.
There we
Alright.
are.
I'm good.
Snipman, how are you feeling after tonight's game?
Yeah, no, it was it was a wild ride. That game was pretty insane all the way through. I feel like I had a pretty good start, and even middle, it really, like, I would say it kind of just fell apart the last. It was really those last few turns, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
No, you were the, yeah, I would say toward the beginning, at least from my perspective, in commentating, it looked more like a Froggy Dojo game, but you absolutely became the forerunner in the middle there. Like you
Yeah.
pulled ahead. You got so many stars.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you had so many stars. You had flutters and pink boos and just littered the bottom right, like with like a
Yeah.
bunch of traps. How are you feeling at like that first half of the game where it felt like you were getting really lucky and like a big front runner? How'd that feel?
yeah, no, I was pretty happy about the some of the luck there in the middle. Like the pink booze actually paying off. Was great. And then yeah, the two piranha plant spot, the two piranha plants, that was pretty nice. Gave me a boost in coins, and tried to fight for that shopping, just could not quite make the mark. But
Yeah, with
Yeah,
all
and
those
it-
flutters and pink boos going around,
Yeah.
it made it hard
Yeah.
to keep up.
I'd say
Yeah,
you were pretty close on Shopping Star.
You were. Yeah.
I think at the very end, even though Froggy did manage to take second from you, you did have a 50-50 shot of getting second because you had Red Star. So
yeah, we
I
could
don't
have
know.
tied on the red star.
Yeah. So I don't. Did you know that you had a 50-50 shot at second? And how does that feel now, like knowing you had a 50-50 shot at second?
No, yeah, like by the end it was very clearly going to be a Winata win, but I knew I had a chance at second. It really just depended on the bonus stars, and unfortunately, not the ones I needed showed up for me. And that's just that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'd say you still you still played a really great game. Nova, do you have anything more to ask him?
No, I mean, I guess, just say, it seemed like you had a lot of rough luck on the mini games, judging by the tracking for that. I don't know if you had anything you wanted to share about that, or like any thoughts on how that went versus with your other competitors, if there were things that you felt you could have done differently, or what the situation was there.
Oh yeah, for sure. No, I will say I think I was struggling a little bit with the mini games. And like if I could have kept up on that, maybe it could have pushed me over the edge for shopping. I could have went and bought something more expensive, or I could have just got minigame star, and that would have been helpful. Like, minigame star is like winning minigames is probably one of, if not like the most important thing you do in Mario Party generally. So like when you start falling behind, that's like you gotta like just try to do your best in other aspects, and so it just didn't end up panning out. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I think that's a good way of looking at it. Yeah, sometimes it just doesn't pan out in terms of getting that coin economy from the mini games. But I mean, I will say, despite that, you played a heck of a board game. Again, I mean, just seeing you take that lead. In the middle
I'd
of
say
that
you were
game was...
really formidable, like until the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
for sure.
So, looking at the final week of the normal season, Mario Party 8, you have Pod B. It's a Sunday pod at 9 p.m. You are fighting Keymerx, Mr. Toad, and Bradix. You currently have 1 point in the leaderboard, so unfortunately you won't be able to make playoffs at this point. But I guess just despite that, just how are you feeling going into this? Will you, will you still be giving it your all, or will you, just take a seat back and just relax?
Yeah, it's a bit of a bummer, kind of just didn't do the best I could have this season, but going into it, like, I still want to like try to play a good game and make it competitive, like do the best that I can. Like, I don't want to just like throw or like sit there or moping or anything like that. I want to try to make it a good time still, it's just good practice for the future and another time, maybe, like you never know. So I don't think it's worth definitely not going to give up or anything. And it's definitely some tough competition, so gotta lock in.
I'd say like Party Cube Conference, like, there's always more, I'm sure there's going to be more seasons depending on how things go, and I'd say like we'd love to have you again for, and I guess just good luck for your final game next week.
Yeah, and I will also say, and also to correct something I said earlier, I mistakenly said that Rigby was going to have the pick of boards. It is actually Wildebomb for that earlier game, but I can say with confidence that you will have the board pick, Snipman, for your game. Are there any boards that you're potentially specifically looking for? Or, again, I don't know how much you want to tip your hand, but, any thoughts on 8 boards?
Yeah, when it comes to 8, like, I guess I'd have to think about the pick, but no, I'm not sure, honestly. I'd have to really think about it.
Yeah.
Well, we have plenty of time, so...
For sure, and 8 has that like that same factor as 7, where I mean every board is its own beast. So depending on what the selection looks like,
they're all unique,
very vastly different decisions.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I mean that's all the questions I have. Nova, I believe that's all the question. Is there any more questions, or are you good?
Yeah, I'm all set with that. So
all
I guess
right.
any final thoughts, Snipman?
No, I'm good. Thank you guys.
All right, thank you, Snipman. I think you played a great game, and
absolutely,
have yourselves a great night.
You too.
How are you feeling after tonight's game?
I feel like I did what I could.
Yeah.
I'm a little frustrated, mainly at the orb distribution. But
yeah.
The orb distribution was something else. I mean, I really think there's some black magic in that orb expansion code, because all of those pink boos and flutters. I mean, it's crazy odds.
I don't know. I'd rather have the tier list as someone who plays a B tier character in 7.
Fair enough.
I mean, we don't know how that cheat affects those orb probabilities, but I'd say it was certainly an interesting game seeing flutters just handed to everyone like candy.
Not everyone. They're handed the first and second place.
Yeah.
Daisy and I didn't really get that many.
Clearly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Rigby did unfortunately get pretty badly screwed in terms of movement opportunities, including Flutter. But for you, I mean, even not getting as many Flutter opportunities, you had so much movement that whole game.
Yeah, I
Oh, yeah.
felt really confident on running Star the entire game until the end, where I miscounted Peach's running. I thought she had about 5 more spaces than she actually did.
Ah.
And
Yeah.
then me rolling 2 1s in a row. Just
Yeah.
made me thought, and then it was tied, so whatever.
Yeah, I mean, like running Star is understandably hellish to track. I was tracking it the whole time, and even though I was correct, like even I wasn't sure. But that, like, I guess my question for you, I don't know how many of the bonus stars you were tracking, but you were in the running for
I was
a
tracking
lot
all
of
of
them. Yeah, you were in the running for like a lot of them. Like you were running for minigame. You had it happening pretty much from the beginning.
At
and
one
running.
point, I had 5 bonus stars.
Yeah, there was
Yeah.
a world where you ended with 5 bonus stars too,
Yes.
or 5
Sh-
of the possible bonus stars.
I gave up on shopping really early. I was like, that's not me. I'm gonna let it go. The other 3 can fight for that. And it ended up being fine because it didn't show up. But I just focused on the other 5. I wanted to go for reds early, but then my controller pushed me down into the happening, which ended up working in my favor.
Oh,
it did. Yeah, I
So I'm
remember
not
you
mad
saying
about
that was a
that.
misinput. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
because
But-
you would have tied red if you did go for that. Although the game probably would have played out very differently too. So,
No, I did
guess.
tie for red. Me and Dry Bones both had 3.
Oh right, okay. I guess I mistracked red then. I guess my question is just like knowing you had all these bonus stars, or at the very least in the running for them, but like not getting many like stars. Like, how did that feel knowing that like you needed like
I mean,
yeah.
I got a star. And I lost it to Dry Bones.
Yeah.
That was the second and final Pink Boo, and the only star stolen by Pink Boo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
I worry about a little bit of commentator's curse there because
thanks.
you were you were absolutely the forerunner at the start there, and then of course all of a sudden all that changes because that's Mario Party for you.
yeah, even then I was still in a pretty good spot. It was just
Yeah.
I wasn't able to keep up with the Flutter production that Winata had,
Oh,
because I was
Yeah.
trying to stay within 3 stars so I could sweep bonus stars and win with higher coins.
yeah.
And if I did think about it, that Take Me Home, if I did the grief successfully, when Ada dies, I live, they would have beaten me by 1 star instead of 4.
Yeah.
So it didn't end up mattering, really. I mean, not getting the minigame star hurts for the leaderboard tiebreakers, but and the leaderboard bonus star at the end, but or bonus point, but it's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and you kept it close throughout.
Yeah.
One mini game I wanted to ask about though in particular, what did you think? If you remember that battery ram game, when you were on a team with Snip, everyone kept trading places. It seemed like there were a couple of fumbles on your part. What was that like in the moment? Was there like what happened with that?
I mean, I was just trying to beat Winata at any minigame I possibly could.
yeah,
I even debated throwing Pyramid Scheme, but I don't know. I was trying. I'm not great at battery ram, unless if I'm super coordinated with my partner. But obviously anyone would be good if they're coordinated with their partner. But I've been able to do the skips before and stuff, but I don't know. It was really close. Just messed it up a little bit too much.
yeah. The controls are very stiff to that one.
Yeah. Another game I wanted to talk about. I know you already talked about Take Me Home, but I also remember like you mentioned like you wanted to grief Winata, and then like a lag spike just like completely ruined you. I guess like knowing that it was lag that like was the culprit. Like, I guess like how did that make you feel? Just like
I was really annoyed. knowing what I know now and that it didn't really matter in the end, I'm okay. But I was very annoyed because I also know probably Winata's West Coast ass spiking the lobby.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate nature of net play.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
When Winata's in trouble, he has his ping to protect him.
That's true. Hide behind the ping.
Yeah. I guess, Nova, do you have any more questions you want to ask him, or?
I think that was mostly it.
Yeah.
In terms of this game, at least.
Yeah, I'd say, my last question then is next week, the final week of the normal season, you are playing Mario Party 8 on Pod D this Saturday at 9 p.m. and you are fighting me, Linguini, and CN. And you currently are at number 5 on the leaderboard, so you have pretty much, I think you're pretty much guaranteed for playoffs at least, but you could get something better if you win. So how confident are you in going into that, and what are your thoughts?
I did not play a lot of 8 growing up, which means I have not played a lot of 8 in general. Says it's very difficult to emulate properly, and we're playing with the GameCube mod, which is what I'm most experienced with in 8, but I haven't played it in forever.
Yeah,
so...
I mean, as someone who did grow up playing 8 a lot, we have the GameCube mod. That's not gonna matter.
Yeah.
It's
less the I guess it's more the intricacies of it all I'm not gonna be as familiar with.
Yeah. Because LUFC didn't have 8 at all, so it's gonna be very new for a lot of us just playing that game. I'm excited to at least play it. I don't know about winning it, but I'm excited to play with you at least. So.
Yeah, I've been told by a lot of people that that's the Hell Pod.
The Hell Pod.
It is. It's quite stacked. I mean, CN is very no nonsense, I would say, about his Mario Party, and 8 is Linguine's bread and butter. And I mean, the two of you as well, Waffle and Froggy, you're both you've proved over the course of this season that you're both forces to be reckoned with. So I can just imagine that's going to be quite the game, quite the test of skill between all 4 of you.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it'll be an uphill battle just trying to beat Linguine and CN for both of us. But I mean, I'll try my best. I know Froggy will be trying. You'll be trying your best. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, getting a top 3 spot is gonna be tough. But I'm gonna go for it because I would like to secure a spot and not have to deal with quarterfinals or semifinals.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess, is there anything any closing thoughts you have to add before we switch to our winner, or is that it?
Wiggler's on the enemies list. I hate that guy.
I mean, hey, it's not Wiggler, it's Flutter. You gotta remember.
Flutter too, both of them.
Well, he does evolve into Flutter, so it is literally just both of them. All right.
GG's. I'm not trying to come off as salty for getting second place.
Oh no. I mean, again, I feel like you played an excellent game throughout the whole thing, and again, I mean, Winata just sort of shot ahead at the end there, so I think the level of salt is understood. It's not salt as much as it is, just the level of acknowledging that is understandable.
Yeah. I at least I can take away the Ghost in the Hall perfect run.
that was really fun to see.
That was literally just a straight line to the end. Very fun. All right, Froggy, thank you so much for having. It was a pleasure having you. Thank you so much for playing, and we'll see you next week.
Yep.
Winata. Let's go ahead and
Hello. Oh yes.
Hello.
Take some time to turn on your camera.
And so this is the first time living up to your name. Winata
Yeah.
has won.
Yeah, I've had a rough first 3 games of the season, but this is where we come back.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And what a comeback. I mean, even in the course of this game. Like,
Oh,
not
tell
that
me
you were
about
ever behind, but the way that you got into the front of the end there was crazy.
Yeah. I'd say, how are you feeling just straight, like, fresh off of, like, this first win that's also very instrumental to, like, getting you a good spot on the leaderboard?
It feels so refreshing. It feels so relieving. I definitely needed a win just for the sake of leaderboard for these next 2 weeks. So being able to secure at least one win gives me a little bit of hope and faith for trying to at least make it to playoffs in some sort of degree.
Yeah. Going into this, you had the same number of points as Rigby, and in that danger zone. Now you're still close to the danger zone. You have 7 points, but you're in the safe zone right now. I guess going into this, were you ever planning on like just griefing Rigby at any point, or just like trying your best to make sure he doesn't get points, or were you just like only just trying to win, like no matter what?
It was mostly so I was trying to win no matter what. Because of sort of the points like discrepancies, I was kind of just like keeping an eye out on like where all the points were with like certain people. So I was like definitely looking at Rigby, but also kind of looking at like Snip of like if he got second and I was able to like bring him up there, like it wouldn't affect the leaderboard like too much, and with Froggy being on the higher position, it would have been more beneficial for him to get a lower position. But I think second still is still a good enough spot, and we're not too close to the leaderboard that affects it too much.
So you were just trying to win, just like any normal game, basically.
Yeah, I'm trying to win,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think it's also good to not get into your head too much about like who you need to be better than, like it. I think it's less stressful just to focus on the goal all the way through.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Speaking of focusing on the goal, though, that Spinner Cell game, I need to know what was going through your head during that.
Well, first there was despair of like, oh, I'm the one getting it. Like, okay, this is not gonna go well. And so then, first couple seconds, I was like, okay, let me just try to hit one of them. And then that wasn't working, so I had to kind of switch gears and like try to kind of like trap them, which in a way kind of like worked to my kind of like surprise, because I normally see the 3 win in that minigame. So for me to take it or to win it as the 1 was like very thrilling. It definitely gave me a boost in my minigame surge with it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And speaking of your minigame surge, your minigame was really close throughout, but you were definitely like at the very end. I don't know if you were tracking the minigames, but you were started like winning like a lot. You won like 4 minigames in a row.
Yeah, you had a 4 minigame streak where you were the only person who won.
Yeah. And then you just held on to that lead. Like, it was close because you were still like very close with like Rigby and Froggy. Just how are you feeling just contesting for that minigame star like throughout, like from there?
It was like a little bit rough at first. I was like, okay, the first few games aren't going too much my way, but then like midway kind of like through, like I've started getting a little bit more confident, like just the synergy I was having with like the teammates, whether it be like Rigby or or Froggy for like Pyramid Scheme. Like I felt because there was a lot more like 2v2s or team mini games where I was winning, I was a lot more secure in my minigame prowess with it.
Yeah. I will also say throughout that game, I don't know how much of the other bonus stars you were tracking, but not only were you contesting for minigame, you and Snip were fighting for a shopping star, and you pulled out ahead on that. And then Running Star, it looked like Froggy was getting it pretty handily, but you managed to... okay, Running Star is like really hell to track, so it's understandable if you weren't tracking Running Star, but you did... I don't know if you knew like that you managed to catch up with him or like had an idea. Just what was going through your head for like all of the other bonus stars?
I think towards the end, I want to say like maybe start of turn 18 or 19 or things like that, I started focusing less on Running Star because I was tracking it for the majority of the game. If you notice, like during the first like 2 or 3 turns, I was going really slow because I was looking at the map to figure out what everybody had rolled, and I didn't get it too accurately like for it. But then as I was looking at like the stars that I had and the stars that Froggy had, because I knew that, or I had felt more secure that like he wasn't going to catch up to my star count, and then I was able to get the 2 flutters and use them. It kind of like wiped away from my memory, or kind of I took away my focus and more just like, let me just try not to land on a pink boo.
Yeah. Yeah, it was very, like, I'd say, like, how did it feel like going from, like, a neck-and-neck game where, like, the bonus stars were, like, the single biggest thing to matter to, like, just pulling ahead with 2 flutters, and, like, then suddenly the bonus stars don't matter, you're just in first. Like, how did that feel?
It felt so relieving. It felt so amazing. Like, I could like see some of the other kind of like bonus stars, but I didn't have to keep such a big track on it, and I think my mentality with it was more so like, let me try and get movement, let me try and fight for Running Star, because that was the one that I was trying to fight for honestly like the most, because both like Snip and Froggy were kind of going up there in terms of like movement, and so I wanted to make sure I had movement and also any trap orb to negate any pink boo if I was near one.
Oh yeah. And Nova, do you have any more questions?
Yeah, just one question for you, Winata. Now, this is a very specific one, so I guess it depends on how much you remember about this turn. But the turn you rolled a 28 on those on that super shroom that you had, you then, it was a situation you were kind of like on the bottom of the board, and in other words, there were so many factors that it was hard to get a read on exactly what you were thinking. So I'm curious as to, because the choice you made was to go into the warp pipe roadblock and go all the way back and then come back again. And it ended up landing you on a happening. I don't know if the happening was intentional there or what your plan was. I think you might have also you didn't go for the shop on that turn either. Which I thought was interesting because you had the money to actually get something at that shop. So I was just curious what your game plan was, because there was so much going on that turn.
I'm trying to remember what my coin count was at that point, because I was thinking about that consideration.
Yeah. I remember you had 30 coins. You were on the path to a star. There was a $10 metal mushroom for sale. So you could have bought that to forward your shopping star and still buy the star, and then get your coins back from the happening space.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know how much of that you realized, or if you were just improvising.
No, I remember that orb shop. I was looking at it, and like my reasoning for it was, even with all the amount of like spaces or traps that we had, it didn't feel justified to use a metal shroom or get a metal shroom at that point. Right. So that's why I decided to skip that part. And then for going down that pipe, or like going reverse it, I intentionally wanted to do that just because I wanted another chance at that orb space at the bottom towards the start, just for a chance to get like any potential for any kind of orbs. Because if I went down there and went left, I could potentially get 2 orbs if that first orb space wasn't good. But if it was good, I could just go to happening and get like more coinage. So that was kind of like my reasoning for it.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And then one more question I have for you about this game is that there were a lot of pink boos and like piranha planes, and that trap was like littered with like that bottom right of the board was like littered with traps from like Daisy and Dry Bones. Like a bunch of pink boos, a bunch of piranha plants. How scary was that? Just like, because I know there were a few times where you found yourself in that area of the board. Just like, were you worried at any point that you could just lose like your stars or your coins just from one bad roll?
I was very worried. That's why I placed one of my tweesters like onto that pink boo of Snips like mid game through. Coin. I didn't really get too much coin, or I don't think I got too much coinage throughout this kind of like game, so I wasn't too worried about that specifically. I think I just like wanted to ensure that I had something, either a movement orb to get out of there or a trap orb to take over the Pigbu, because regardless if there was a Pigbu on the board, I was gonna put something on there if I was gonna cover it.
Yeah, and you did end up covering like a lot of those Pigboos, so I say you executed your plan very well.
Thank you.
I guess we can talk about next week's game, because it is right now. As I mentioned before, you are at 7 points, very close to like the border of that like danger zone, safe zone. Your final game for the normal season is Pod C. It's Mario Party 8. You'll play it Friday at 6 p.m. and you are fighting Kibble, Smackjack, and Game X. How confident are you going into this, and are you like worried at all, knowing that you're like on that like near the border of like?
I'd like love to know if you have a game plan going into this, being in that position.
Oh my gosh, I'm being put to the gauntlet. I'm being tasked with Smackjack, who loves MPA and the GC mod and all the stuff. I'm with Kibble, the TO, like with GameX too. Like, this pod is like pretty stacked, so I'm a little bit worried in terms of like practice gaming and whatnot, but I'm definitely gonna try and give it my all. Placement stuff is gonna be wacky. That's all I can say. Like, there's so much. This has a lot more on the line for everybody in a lot of different ways, because Kibble and Jack are like on like that cusp of the top 3, and then me and GameX are kind of like on the other side of like the playoffs warning kind of area. So like, it could go either way, and I think everyone has a big stake in wanting to get those 4 points.
Oh yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, no, you're right. Everyone's like on the cusp of something in that in that pod. And also, I mean, you are in the position where you're not picking or banning in terms of the board. Again, I don't know how much you want to tip your hand, but any thoughts on like what you're hoping to see, what you're hoping not to see, or just like general thoughts on 8 boards or 8 gameplay?
Oh, what pod am I? Pod C?
Yeah, Pod C.
Yeah.
Let's see. There's not really a whole lot of boards to choose from after we took away kind of like Orbit. Personally, a favorite of mine is Booty Boardwalk, because that was one I played the most growing up. But
it's a good one.
Depending on which one GameX chooses, like, there could be the chaotic route of like Tycoon Town, or we could go in the Haunted Hideaway. Like, because I have no pick, I have no say or want.
Yeah.
But I do know Shy Guy Express is known for a lot of like 1v3s and 2v2s, so I'd be curious to see if that's something like in GameX's mind.
Yeah. I mean, whatever board you end up picking, whatever board you end up getting, right? Because you have no control over what picks. Like, you know, you'll just have to play it to the best of your abilities. So I'll wish you luck.
Mm-hmm.
And
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I believe that's all the questions I have. I don't know if you have any more questions, but is there any closing thoughts before we move on?
No, I think that should be it. Thank you all for watching.
Yeah.
Please stay tuned for the last regular season week of Mario Party for the Party Cube conference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good luck
Thanks for making
your
that
game.
a fun game to commentate right until the bitter end.
Yeah.
No problem.
Yeah. All right. We'll see you next week, Win.
Hey,
Yeah,
y'all
best
have a
of
good
luck.
one.
All right. See ya. All right. Right. So we have finished interviewing all of our competitors. So at the end of week 4, there's only 1 week left to go. Let's look at the current standings on this leaderboard, because it's about to get intense for this last week.
All right. Yeah, if you take a look here, there are so many spots on this leaderboard where everyone is so close. Like, there's really in every echelon, there's no real runaway, right? There's the possibility for anyone to take first, second, third, in that sort of upper area. There's a lot of room for people to make it in terms of the people who have 5 and 3 points. People with 3 points might have a little bit of trouble getting to that cutoff. You kind of need a first place victory, and also to get a little lucky with how other people do. But for almost everyone, it is possible to get somewhere into the playoffs.
Yeah.
So,
I'd say the only one who probably doesn't have much to worry about is Linguini, who will definitely get like top 3 no matter what. Mr. Toad probably is going to stay in the top 3 as well. Everyone, like the people in the safe zone, like just want a spot in there. The people lower in the safe zone want to knock it out in the safe zone. I am on the very border of like the safe and danger zone, and I know like Thrive is really close, Winata's really close. Game X and the people with 3 points really want to win. It's looking to be like very this next week will be very decisive. It will decide a lot. Because,
absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's very emblematic of Mario Party in general, right? I mean, it's never over until it's over. Anything could happen. And of course, even past that, we have our Mega Game Star winner, who point that goes to the person who won the most mini game stars. We also have our Ethernet star for every player who played on Ethernet every week to ensure that we have nice, smooth games. And we also have a clip farming star that goes to the person who hits the best clip as decided by the council. So there are a bunch of extra points that will get doled out to people as well. So even with that, there's a little bit of extra consideration on top of everything else as to where everyone's going to end up, especially when things are this close.
Yeah, I'd say like this next week, like especially since it's Mario Party 8, a game that a lot of people are not familiar with, a lot of people are very familiar with. And it was never played in LUFC, so it not much has really been explored about it. Like, I'd say we'll see, because the game itself is a wild card in all of this too. We'll see
Absolutely.
how things shake up, anything can happen, anyone can, lots of people can get out of the safe zone, lots of people can go from the danger zone to qualify. We'll see what happens next week.
Yeah, no, it'll absolutely be a week to watch, a first for competitive Mario Party, and it'll do a lot to keep things interesting even as we wind down the main season.
I believe that is all of the words we have today. So now, all I have to say is, change the world! My final message! Goodbye!